police running all in and out the building. What the hell is going on?
What up, Lo?
Hey, what's good? What's good, everybody? Hey, salute to everybody within the nation. You know, I got to open up like this. That's going to be the traditional Raider Twuan salute to each and everybody out there in the world. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. It is about time. Raider Twuan is on YouTube. This is the first official launch of Raider Twuan's YouTube channel, and I'm just so excited and happy to see each and everybody in here. You know what I'm saying? Showing love. I got some special guests, invited guests that are going to be coming up. They're going to be showing their love. They're going to be asking me some questions. This is actually an opportunity that you guys will actually get to know me and my process and get to know some things on the channel. You'll see a whole lot of new visuals, a whole lot of things. I hope you like my intro video. I hope you liked all that stuff and like the music. Shout out to those people, and I'll let you guys know who those people that helped me with that process when we continue to go through it. But I want to bring on my first and special guest. This guy, man, what can I really say about this guy? This guy is a wealth of knowledge. He's also a person that I actually really, to be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie, and since this is on record, I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually a real fan of his content. I like going to his show. I like what he brings to the table. And you guys, I leaked out a little bit on who this special guest was, but I don't know if everybody figured that out. But if you don't, this is a real good friend of mine, and I hope that we'll continue to do some content together as we look at, you know what I'm saying, doing things for the Raider Nation. But I'm so excited for what is to come for him. One of the reasons why I have him on here is because he has some things that he's doing in his life, and I just want to be a practice and a help to the things that are to come. I can't wait to see him one day on ESPN or Sports Center or wherever, you know what I'm saying. He might be Telemundo Sports, whatever he wants to do. I can't wait to see where he goes with it. But let's bring him in. And again, you guys know who he is. He lives in the Southern Cal region. You know what I'm saying? He does what he does. And you know, if you don't see him on YouTube, you might see him at In-N-Out SC Experience.
Yo, what's up, man? Thank you for having me, first of all, man. I'm excited for you, bro. You know, this was a long time coming. You feel me? As you see right there, bro, I'm SC. You feel me? Mr. Part-Time Content Creator now. That's what I named myself now, Mr. Part-Time Content Creator. Yeah, man. I was like, you know what? I had to take a vacation. I had to take a break. But then I was like, Twuan, hit me up. You know, feel me? I'm like, hell yeah, I'm going to be there. So I'm here, man. I appreciate you, Twuan, man. And hey, I'm excited for what's to come for you, man.
Man, again, I'm just so excited for, you know, what is to come. There's a lot of things that I have, you know, minded for the channel, a lot of things that you know, and you'll see some things that and I'm not gonna lie, there's some things that I saw from other channels, and I'm like, you know what, I kind of like that, you know what I'm saying, but I'm gonna make my little twist on it, you know what I'm saying? So you'll see a lot of things. I took a lot from the people that, I've been around, and people allowed for me to be on their platform. So those guys will be coming in, and I will be excited to talk to them about that too. So man, tell them about um what you're doing behind the scenes, and I'll try to tie in everything, because there was a reason why I specifically wanted you uh, to be here on this live for sure.
There's been a lot of things. Honestly, I don't even know where to start. Like I said, besides my channel in general, everybody knows that there's gonna be new things coming soon, right? Which by the way, I like your intro, man. It looks really nice, and I just seen your logo. It's like actually my first time seeing that, so that looks good too. So there's gonna be new intros, new logo for me, a whole new revamp and stuff like that. I've been working on that. There's also things in the works, you feel me? Like Twan knows that I'm trying to incorporate certain people. And it's nothing against certain others, feel me? Slowly I'm gonna try to have everybody back on. There was a little bit of negativity for a while, but Twan and me are on the same page when it comes to positivity and bringing the best out of the nation and bringing the best content to the screen. There's things, shows that, you guys seen Twan on my show, man. I always want to bring him in. He always brings knowledge, and it's always good because we always go back and forth. And I love that, man, when we go back and forth because it's always a good conversation. But there's certain shows there that are in the works. There's certain things that we're going to do a lot, and they're still getting built. You feel me? We're still trying to get ideas and stuff like that. But I mean, anything you wanna express out there? I mean, there's a
Well,
lot. Mhm.
I mean, well, no, because I know you were talking about your schooling and stuff like that,
Oh,
and
that too. Yeah.
that part of it. Like, what are you doing with your school? What is your goal with
Okay. Yeah.
school
Yeah.
with that? Yeah.
Honestly, if you guys didn't know, I'm going to school for communications, right? I'm about to transfer out of this school to another school, and I'm gonna try to major in communications and then do a minor in journalism. I'm getting into all that, man. Hopefully soon internships start coming to my door, and I might start coming to their door. They're getting into the works. That's all I could say. Certain teams, there's been talks. That's all I could really say. I'm trying to get into the whole sports industry, man. That's what I've been doing. School's about to start again, but that's what we doing out here, man. We go bring that, trying to bring that over here. You feel me? But soon,
Sure.
soon, soon.
Yeah. So that part of it is the reason
Hmm.
why I
Hmm.
I I mean I of course without
Of
that
course, yeah,
I would still want you to be on this, because you actually, again, I love your content, and you know what I'm saying, you were one of the ones that was instrumental in the process of me getting to where I'm at right now. So definitely I wanted you to be on, but because you're going into journalism, you're doing communications because you want to get into sports field. I was like, man, the perfect person that I would love to, asking me questions, and also to get that experience of, having those interviews and stuff like that. Hey, why not have me be that test dummy? So I know that you have some questions that you have, written down, or however you want to format it. But you know, um, I'm just excited for what is to come with you. And again, like I said, for you to be where you are right now. And again, I can't wait to see where that is, whether it's ESPN, whatever it is. You might be the next Stephen A, or whatever the situation, wherever you want to take that. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely in support of that. So let's get into some of it, and then we
yep,
might we
yep.
might take a break, and take it from there. But man, it's on you, man.
Honestly, let's get to the basics. Let's get to the little background. You feel me? Before we get to the whole channel thing. You feel me? Let them know where you from. What made you a Raiders fan? Those certain things. And if you want, you could even say what made you, a Giants fan and other things, Laker fan, stuff like that. But go
Okay.
ahead. Go.
I unfortunately I don't have a paper with me. Um,
Mhm.
I I It all started, man, with my grandfather. My grandfather. Um, for those that know, I'm a person of faith, so we would always, Sundays was for church, You know what I'm saying? And then after church, we would have what they call, you might have seen it in movies where, people have those Sunday dinners and it's like a whole, soul food. You got all the foods are on this table and the family gets together and we just hang out and just have a good time and whatever, play some dominoes, all of that's going on, you know what I'm saying? But that happens after church. So what would happen is, after church, we would go to my grandfather's house, and my grandfather, his man cave was in his garage. You know what I'm saying? And that's where he would hang out. That's where I would, learn things from my grandfather and, looking at the TV on Sunday afternoons. My grandfather always was turning to the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? So that was where, it all began for me as a child. As far as long as I can remember, Sundays after church, you know what I'm saying? Of course, if it was a morning game, we would, miss it. But most, if it was like a home game, definitely, after church, we would be watching the Raiders game. And that's where I found the liking for the Raiders. And then eventually, I got introduced into fantasy football, and fantasy football taught me not to just like, the Raiders, but to like other players, you know what I'm saying? And then when I started to look at other players, then that, of course, I, wanted to, pick our running back, but that wouldn't have been smart to have an all Raiders team, you know what I'm saying, in fantasy football. So to have to watch other teams and see what they do and how they do, had me appreciate, you know what I'm saying, football on a broader scale. And from there, that's where that really gave me the fuel to dive in deeper with the team that I identified originally with, and that was the Raiders. So that led to a whole bunch of studying, a whole bunch of looking at, can't wait till a press conference started, you know what I'm saying? And at that time, I didn't know anything about YouTube. So I was trying to find any other avenue, you know what I'm saying? Bleacher Report was my best friend at that time. You know what I'm saying? Because I was trying to look at anything that I can get in regards to the Raiders.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I always like hearing people's stories about when they became a certain fan. Some people have, like you said, family members. Other people have, just a fan of being around others of the same, um, nation and stuff like that. It's always good to hear that, man. And the chat's fun. Yeah. But on to the decks, man. Honestly, YouTube, I know it's been something you've been talking for quite some time. It's just official now. Who or what got you into the idea of, hey, I'm gonna get into content creating and stuff like that?
You know what? It was one of those things for me. It all started, and it kind of goes to the story that I was saying. It goes to um the experiences that I had where I was looking for Raider stuff and wanted more. You know what I'm saying? Looking at Bleacher Report and, looking at trying to find anything that I could do, find Raiders. That eventually led me to YouTube. And then from YouTube, I started seeing Mikey Raider, you know what I'm saying, and all the stuff that he was doing, whether I agree with him or not. You know what I'm saying? Some of the takes he had, but Mikey Raider was kind of the first person I kind of set my eyes on regarding just YouTube content creating. And I to be honest with you, it became a blur from that point, because then I started looking at everybody. You know what I'm saying? I started, looking at, Honcho, and I started looking at, you know what I'm saying, some of the other guys out there, and I just started finding who worked for me and who, you know what I'm saying? And I forgot who was the first person I came on a live with. I'm still trying to remember that, who the first person it was, but when I got around, people, whether they like them or not, what I'm saying? Like I did a lot of work with, Sultan Mir, and, doing that, being a sidekick on his show, and he, asking me a lot of questions behind the scene and whatever, you know, eventually I just got to the point where it's like, man, I not in a bad way, but it's like, okay, I think I kind of know what I'm, kind of got an idea. I'm not saying I know everything, but I kind of got an idea on, what I know. Maybe I should do my own show. You know what I'm saying? Or have do a little twist on that. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to anybody, but the content creators that I was able to get on panels with, all of them helped me in some way. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, I can't accredit it to just one person. It was like I took a little bit from this person, took a little bit from this person. I learned this from this person. I like how this person structured their show. You know what I'm saying? All of that, even my conversation, and I'll go into that, you know what I'm saying, too, because there's some things that people don't even know about me, and I'm going to share this right now. I stutter. I have a stuttering issue. It was really bad when I was younger, and you guys, if you guys go back to some of my tapes, and even if you guys listen to me now, you'll hear a little bit of that, So to have these conversations and be able to spit it out and whatever, it's definitely helped me through the process. So YouTube and just connecting with people like Dirty Raider and all those guys, man, it just means a lot to me. Let me bring up another special guest that will be here. He has definitely been an instrumental part of my life on YouTube and off of YouTube. Words cannot express how important this person has been to my life. And I'm glad to call him family, and it be reciprocated. I know that he is doing the best he can do to show up. So I'm not going to take too much time on the intro, but this is a man that I think we all know and we all appreciate, and have respect for. He is, I know he doesn't like this title, but he is the head of a group that I think we all know and we all are a part of. And again, I just love this gentleman and what is to come for him moving forward. Ladies and gentlemen, the El Presidente of N1, and again the representation of NWA, Dirty Raider.
What up?
What's good?
What's up?
How you doing? What's up, E? How you doing?
Good. And
You
you?
alive?
Yeah, I'm
You're
alive,
alive?
man. I'm alive.
Well, I thought Mount Sac killed you, bro.
It almost did.
How y'all doing?
Good.
Yeah, that was good. Hold on 1 second.
So Essie, you had some more questions, or you wanted to move forward?
I mean, we could go back and forth, or
Okay.
I could continue whichever you want. I'm cool with whatever.
Whatever. We can go forward, man. With what you got?
What gave you the inspiration of the whole brown crackers? How did that come about? Was that just something?
Man. So that that is, I got to give a shout out to my one of my moderators. I was eating these, and it was an inside joke of I asked him what he was eating, and me and Terrence have these like, I'll say it publicly. I don't like Terrence, and he knows that's not true. Everybody knows I hate Terrence. But the inside joke was I said something like, I said, what are you eating? And he said, I'm eating a cracker. And I said, and here I am with my sarcastic humor. I said, you are what you eat. And from there, that's where this came from. So I identify this as a brown cracker. Some people call it the worst word in the world as a pretzel, but this is a brown cracker because it is literally made of the same contents that a cracker is made out of, but it's just brown. So, and for me, the brown cracker also has a special power. And you guys will find out later on that weekly there will be a player that will make a conscious effort to eat brown crackers, and we'll see who that person is on a weekly basis. So you'll see that throughout the weeks coming, because again, brown crackers have a special power. And also, because I'm not sponsored by anybody, I'm not giving anybody any company credit. So if you are a manufacturer or a company that produces these types of things, hit me up. Give me a holler. Yeah, let's make some business. All right. So that's where brown crackers came from. That is where brown crackers came from. It was influenced off of the conversation I had with Terrence, but a little twist from what I would typically be snacking on when I was live with individuals. So yeah, that's where that all came from.
Hold up, I was muted. It was sometimes we come out. That's how you know I'm rusty. It's been a while.
We all practicing.
I swear, man. But sometimes things come naturally, man. That's how it's about, you know. I remember that. I think it was on a live or something. You said that. I don't know if I was in the chat or I was on the panel, but I remember that. That was funny. But shout out to the chat, man. We appreciate you guys. But Odyssey, what are we gonna expect from Raider Twuan? What are we gonna expect on this channel when I pop in and I click? What am I to expect on this channel?
You're gonna expect my perspective, and most of it is going to be. I'm not one of those ones to be like, I'm gonna give you 100% facts, because I'm not in the building. I don't know everything, but what I can do is gather what information I do have and give you my perspective on it. And from there, then I would be asking you to make your own assessment on it. You don't have to believe everything that I say. You don't have to take everything that I say as gold. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to say something, and then you think for yourself what you think. And if you agree, cool. If you don't, hey, let's talk about it. Because again, your perspective, it might be right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm willing to have those conversations and those back and forths with people, you know, to get their understanding on a perspective. There's narratives and things that content creators push out there. I'm not really into, you know, trying to push narratives or you know, just put out something just to put something out. I'm actually going to be saying, hey, so and so is here. This is what I think about so and so. You think about what you want to do. And that's going to be on the Raider aspect, but within my channel, I'm not only going to be covering Raiders, I will be touching a little bit on the Lakers when that season comes up, and I'll be doing Laker lives, you know, probably post game, you know what I'm saying, and I'll have, you know, people coming showing up on the panel to talk about Lakers, but I'll also, on top of that, I will be doing some motivational, inspirational speaking. So there'll be some things and ideas that I will be releasing on this channel of positivity, of love, encouragement, and much more. There's just to give you a little taste of one. I'm actually working on finalizing a series to where there's 3 stages of an airport, and the 3 stages of the airport have certain things that we normally witness on an airport, but it also are keys and things that we can apply to our lives. So I'm working on that, and and kind of like analogy. So using a cup of water and have it half half filled, and that hole, is it half full or is it half empty? Certain things like that, just to have the viewer think. And again, it's my perspective, so I'm just sharing my perspective and allowing for the viewers that do show up to either take on that idea or not. I'm saying? You have the choice to accept it or not. But I will be sharing my knowledge and experiences, and also allowing for the viewer to ask their questions too, and then also me sharing my perspective in that. So there's a lot of things. It is Raider football, Lakers, a little bit of Lakers. Don't hate me, Warrior fans, or whatever. It'll just be a little bit of Lakers here and there. It'll be majority Raiders stuff, and then we'll have the motivational stuff. And of course, every time I talk, hopefully I can speak some motivation and show some love to whoever, whether it's Raider, Laker, whatever the situation may be on my channel. You guys, I'm not going to change who I am and how I am when I jump those various routes. So yeah.
All right, I'm back.
Okay. Did you have some questions, or you wanted to, or you just listening in?
I mean, of course, I got questions, man. I got a ton of questions, man. I got a ton of questions, man.
Okay.
First question, man. How you doing? You good? Good. Wonderful. Fabulous. I heard all of that. It's first question.
All right.
Next question is, how do you like being the chaplain at NWA?
The chaplain of NWA, I love it. Because that's who I am. I want to show love for everybody, you know what I'm saying, and show love to everybody, whether people have their issues with individuals or not. That doesn't change the love that I have for people, just in general, to be better and do better. So if I can be able to say something, or if I'm able to do something to help somebody be a better person or live a better life, or whatever the situation may be, that's what I'm about. On top of that, you know what I'm saying, as crazy as I may say things and as crazy as I may do things, I'm also a man of faith. So, that's where, the faith comes in, and that's where the prayers come in. And I'm saying, whoever is in need, I'm saying, of prayer, whatever the situation may be, I am available for that. And actually, thanks for reminding me, because I have a ticker. So that is the ticker. That, again, if you need prayer for you or your family members, hit me up on IG at Twuan, TWUAN. And again, everything you say to me, in secret, is going to be kept between me, you, and the Lord. So that's the only person I'm gonna be talking talking to about your situation is the Lord. So you don't have to worry about me putting your business out there in the street if you hit me up on IG on some personal stuff. And again,
no little boys either.
Huh? What was that?
Tell them you ain't gonna touch no little boys either.
Nah, I think everybody knows what I like, so we ain't gotta worry about that. And hello, Shirley. but even with that being said, like I said, being the chaplain at NWA, I love the challenge of it because again, I'm meeting, different situations and a lot of people that are going through a lot of things, various things, and if I can be again a help to them, then I will. We have another guest in here. I'm sorry for not looking down. We have another guest coming in. I love everybody that's going to be on this panel, but he definitely has been an encouragement to me, and I think love is the greatest word to say for him because love doesn't have a distance. You know what I'm saying? You can be real close to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Right across the street from somebody, but you can be continents away from somebody and the love is still there and the love for the Raider is always going to be there. From the land down under, my man Mr. Afakasi.
What's good, boys? What's good, fam?
What's going on?
Eric, Dirty,
What's up?
you're on in the chat.
Sorry about that. I don't know how long you were back there.
That's okay, my friend. It's all good. I know you were busy chopping it up and that. So
yeah,
good to see you, my friend.
SC, you want to jump in with a question? We can go back and forth if you want.
I mean, we could kind of like Avakazi go on this one right after and kind of go in that way.
Okay. Okay. So this is the opportunity, Avakazi. If you have any questions regarding the channel or just to get to know me, this is an introduction to me and the channel, but also just having everybody from the content creators that have helped me to get to where I am, on panel. So I thank you for showing up, and however long you show up, it's definitely appreciated.
Well, the feeling's mutual. I mean, I've known you now for, God, I think it's been 2 years now, since it's been shared the floor with you on. I think it was my live you came onto first, and then I started to share lives with you, and we've even done an IG live before, just you and me. I was at the park at the time, and we were chopping it out. I remember that. But I appreciate you, Twuan. You've helped me in many ways, and I'm just here to show my support. Eric seemed to have a question, so maybe it's best go to him.
I think I've asked enough questions so far. I'm probably Dirty could take this one or you.
I don't know all the questions you asked, but I forgot you brought it up. It was a good question. Where was your first appearance?
You know what? I was telling SC that I don't remember it, to be honest with you, and I hate that I don't remember that because again, it's all been a blur with that. But
come on, man, you remember?
I really don't. I don't.
You remember? Come on now.
If somebody can refresh my memory, I would love.
Where'd I meet you? Who said they had your back and would do anything for you, but didn't fucking do shit when you needed it?
We ain't gonna go there.
But I'm just saying. You know where it was. It's the same place my first appearance was.
Well, if that's the case, then that's where it was. But we're not gonna go there.
Yeah.
I remember your floor was the second I shared Dirty.
Huh?
Your floor was the second that I appeared on.
Yes. Yeah.
My second ever live on someone else's channel.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, sucks that the way things are, the way they are. That's just the way they are. With everybody, truthfully, you know what I mean? Not just them. I mean, it sucks that the things that are the way they are with everybody. But real recognize real fake and real separate from fake. So
SC, did you have any questions?
Just where do you see your channel in 1 year, man? A year from exactly now.
You know what?
Where can you see it?
The dream is to be monetized. That's the goal for me. Not saying that I'm trying to, that everything's trying to make a quick money scheme, but if I put the work in, hopefully, I can get people that like me for me, and we can grow. I'm going to do my best to put out consistent content, and again, just give everybody the best that I can do, and hopefully they can recognize that and love me for that and grow with me in that. So, but also, like I said, when it came to the NWA, being a chaplain in the NWA, if I could see lives being better, what I'm saying, if I can see growth, if I can see, hey, you helped me think about it this way, and now my life has been better. What I'm saying? And I'm getting that. What I'm saying? Not saying I need praise, but if people say, hey, you said this and it helped me. What I'm saying? That's where I see myself in another year. Just being first of all alive, but what I'm saying, and that's a whole nother topic, but being an impact to in people's lives is really what this channel is about, and what I will continue to be about in years to come.
What's your plan for the near future?
Plan for
what's your 30-day plan, man, for your channel?
So my 30-day plan is, since I have most of the stuff that I need set up, I will be waiting for content that is relevant, not reaching for content, and I will be pulling things as they come. Also working on releasing my motivational segment, because I want to start that as a part of the channel. So I'm going to be doing live specifically on that. And then in between, waiting for, hey, so-and-so got signed, or so-and-so is doing this, or, what I'm saying? It'd be valid stuff.
How many shows you plan on releasing in 30 days?
So that is something that I need all the viewers and all those that subscribe. I need you guys to, first of all, subscribe, but second of all, I need for you guys to push that notification bell, because every live is not going to be scheduled. It will be on random times, it will be on random days, and it'll hopefully be around some of the lives that are going on, so I don't interfere with other people and their time. So if there's a lot, if Afakasi goes live and he closes out, and I'm in there, and I'm just going to use it as an example, Gravy's like, dang, I still got some more Raider stuff to talk about, I might pull up and do another live. You know what I'm saying? And the notification bell is going to help you realize, okay, Twuan is live. Let's see what he's talking about. So live wise, there's not necessarily a concrete schedule, but you need to be ready for when those random lives do come together. So that in the 30-day span, it could be 10, 20 lives, maybe, if that, may 5, maybe, we'll see. But if you got
gotta be double digits, man. Your first 30 days is the most critical time of your channel.
So I'm working on that, also doing shorts in between all of that, and yeah, so there's a few, just stay tuned, just stay linked in, because again,
short count, everything don't have to be alive, you know what I mean? Shorts count too. Yeah. But of what you put out, the first 30 days is probably the most crucial time in a channel, you know what I mean? That first month that it's out, that's really the most crucial time for your channel. That's why I went the way I went when I first came out. Just kept bombarding people. And, you know what I mean? Over time, I grew. This second channel ain't really growing so much, but it's partially because I'm not there. You know what I mean? I'm truly not. I'm not on YouTube right now. So, like even right now, you know, I had to carve out time to do this today. So,
I mean, we all got lives that come first and foremost. You know what I mean? Like, you know, yeah, we want to be as consistent as we can to see our channels grow, but at the same time, like, we also we got to understand that, like, you know, with a lot of us and Eric, I see you've been busy with your own life. I mean, and as well as you, Dirty, and I'm sure you too, Twuan. Like, personal lives come first and foremost, and then if we can make time for this, then we'll make time. We'll make it work.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, but just make sure, like, you know, I say it time and time again. Support those who support you. You know what I mean? And Twuan, you've appeared on how many channels, how many lives now? It's about time you get some back.
Mm-hmm. Fact.
I appreciate you, man. When I say I do it out of love, I really do it out of love. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it really is a, you know, I learned a lot. Like I can't say that enough. Like I learned a whole lot from everybody, you know what I'm saying, and took samples from everybody on how to move, how to navigate, how to, you know what I'm saying, do what I'm doing, and not saying that I've completely made it. I haven't made it at all, you know what I'm saying, but you know, to the point that I am right now, I have to give credit to, you know, to everybody that allowed for me to be on their shows. For real.
nah, separate me. Oh, a special category, Nick.
See, there's always somebody that wants a special, you know what I'm saying, special shout out. And while we doing special shout outs, hey, I want to give a shout out to my moderators. I have 4 moderators, and I don't know if I'll be adding any more, but at the moment I have 4 moderators, and those moderators are Terrence, NorCal Raider Jets, All Eyes on G, and D Menace. Those will be my 4 moderators. And moderators, just so you know, stick around for the closing video, because I got something that I want you guys to see. And with that, I will be doing the impromptu lives, and that's what they'll be called. What's good? Okay. There's a reason why I said that, and now certain things are coming together, right? It's like, why does he always say what's good, fam? Well, hey, there it goes. And for you guys, look at this. Every video, every live, I'll be doing this. The Raider roll call. So Raider roll call. Let's see who's in the chat. Give me a second here. So I gotta scroll up.
Some dice in that. Should do some dice in that shit. Roll. Vegas.
So you've been getting busy with the Canva, Twuan?
Yeah, you know, Canva's been my best friend. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to do the best I can. If I don't get everybody, you know what I'm saying, please charge it to my head, not to my heart. Auntie 6.
My man. On 6.
Raider Ben's in the building.
Phantom.
Salute.
Cool Kev, salute. Blessings to you. All eyes on G, my mod.
Salute.
Raphael.
Come está?
Let me see. I'm kind of slow on this thing. Excuse me on this. Terrence, my moderator. Again, you know, he's my hero, but he's also trained Chuck Norris.
T1.
Circus Raider. If you need some legal services, hit up Circus and Associates. D Menace, my moderator.
D Money.
Let me see who else is in here. Who else is in here? I'm slow with the cursor. Excuse me. Coach Dante. Coach Dante. I know he's not a Raider fan, but we love him in the Raider Nation. He shows love and respect for everybody. NorCal Raider Jesse, my guy.
Jesse.
Who else is in here? Who else is in here? Did I miss anybody? Man, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, if your beard is lacking and is dry like Kool Kev's jokes, you need to go ahead and hey, get you some oils, get it right and get it tight. You feel me? Much love, Gravy.
Gravy.
Kool Kev's coming out with some toast talks too. Who else is in the chat? Who else is in the chat? Tubi Chili. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but blessings, dog. Salute to you. My man Pyro, blessings, bro. Blessings.
All right.
J Dog, good to see you, man. Good to see you, man. Blessings. What's good, fam?
What's up, J Dog?
All right. If I miss anybody again, don't beat me up on it. I'm still practicing. I'm still working on this. Hopefully, I'll get smoother as we go along. But salute to everybody. Blessings to everybody that showed up. We still got some people that will be pulling up a little later on. And again, thank you guys for being here. Any more questions, you guys? SC Dirty, I know you guys might have had some more questions. If not, we can continue to move forward.
This is kind of like a Raider question, on the Raider side of things.
Okay.
You feel me? Is there any games that you're planning on going this year or considering going? In that case.
For me, it's up in the air, and a lot of it's up in the air because I'm waiting on right now. All my resources and all my finances are trying to take care of transplant first. So it really just depends on how that goes, and if it works out that I can get to a game or at least sit with a lawn chair at the tailgate, then I'll do so. I was really thinking about going to Vegas for the August 13th game, which is the preseason against the Niners, because that actually is my birthday. Like, my birthday is actually August 13th. So I was like, maybe I could, put two and two together. But right now, games for me are up in the air, and it's because of health reasons. So after I get that squared away, then definitely I'll be trying to, do that. And I also am hopefully planning to do something where I'm actually down in Southern Cal for a weekend or so, where I can get everybody together, or whatever the situation may be, a weekend or something like that, because I do want to connect with those that are in SoCal, for sure.
Sorry to interrupt.
In LA, the Charger game. That'll be NWA weekend in LA. I think everybody will be at the game.
There's people in the chat saying that it's silent at the moment. The audio.
They're trolling. They're messing around. I could tell they're messing around. Okay. They're doing the old trick. It always gets me. I ain't gonna lie. It always gets me.
I guess I'm not in the inside joke.
Terrence, what?
He said what? That's funny. Look,
Yeah.
I think you only got me, Bantha.
No, Ben like to be like, I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
and I think I always do that.
I can't even trust Ben when he say that shit no more.
I can't either.
Man, I got too much stuff going on. I'm like trying to answer questions, but I'm trying to, make sure everybody is good. So this is all practice and working
Yeah,
out.
you
For
got
me.
me, Ben. You got me.
Ben got 2 catchphrases: kapow and I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
That is
Much love, man.
Boy.
Yeah. So that's it for games, man. I again, I would love to be, what I'm saying, be at these games and do all that, but I gotta keep the first thing first, and that's being a getting a kidney. Those that if the Nightbot is doing his job, if you put exclamation DON, you can actually get the link to be a donor. So if you're interested in doing that or just getting information on being a donor, you can go to that link. And again, every video that I will be putting out will have that information of the donor to be a living donor for me, or just a regular donor when you die. You can go to that link. If you're in the U.S., I'm sorry, Avocasi, I don't got the Australia one.
Hey, the message is still works. I mean,
but
it doesn't matter if we're over there or here. Like, if you can donate and help out, we all want to help out Twuan, but if you can help out somebody in need, then of course I'm all for it.
Yeah. So definitely look at that information. If you have any questions, you can always hit me up on IG and I'll answer to my best ability those questions. So yeah.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Whose jersey is that you're rocking?
This is, you know what, I have an issue, and my issue is all the players that I have are not Raiders or not under the official roster as a Raider. So I have the most current player that is unofficially not on the roster as a Raider, and that is Josh Jacobs.
Okay. Is that 2-8 or number 8?
2-8.
Okay, gotcha.
2-8.
Nice.
So yeah, I looked at every jersey I had, and yeah, they either old Raiders or they ain't currently on the roster. So I don't know what jersey to buy at this point. I might have to get a DA, but I don't know how long that might be. So
You can't even get the number 8 Josh Jacobs yet, can you?
You can get a custom made, but like, I mean, if you want to be safe, you can. You're never wrong getting classic players. I mean, I'm rocking a Bo Jackson jersey at the moment.
I'm not. Yeah, I'll buy the whatever. Had to, you know what I mean? But so I walked past a Derek Carr jersey at Ross the other day. It was $20. I almost bought it.
I go live for $20. I'll take it. Damn.
Yeah, I was thinking about going back to get it. You know what I mean? But I was just like, man, I got a Derek Carr jersey already. I don't need two when nigga don't play here no more. But I don't have the black one. I got the camo.
Oh yeah.
Camo.
yeah.
Well, years down the line, you're never going to go wrong with these players. I mean, you always like, yeah, they might not be Raiders anymore, but you still can have fond memories and rock the jersey whenever it may be. I've got heaps of former players that are not on Raiders roster or not playing anymore, but I'll still rock the jersey.
Snap. Excuse me, Afakasi. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I need to bring this person in. This person, I don't even know how long this guy's been on here, so please forgive me. This and Afakasi, you can start after I bring him in.
No,
this guy has been a fixture and a face to the Raider Nation. I I knew this guy by watching him on TV before I actually got to know this person, and I after meeting this person, it made me appreciate and love him even more for all that he does. He is you've seen him everywhere. Again, he is a fixture within the Raider Nation in fandom and his passion for the team that he loves. He is he just finished his show and he came in and said that he would pop in for a little bit. So I'm glad that he is here and be able to bless my channel. And you'll see him also on the end of my closing. So, ladies and gentlemen, Captain Jack.
Hey, Cap.
Cap.
Well,
Thank
shit, mate.
you. And I appreciate. You know what? I am touched. I'm humbled, and I'm not putting on because I really do appreciate all this. I feel like I'm at my own funeral. Every time I hear all of these wonderful things, like here's a man that for years, and we love him. Too bad. By the way, can I cuss?
Yeah. This ain't Roku.
Okay. Okay, I just wanted to make this and this motherfucker's dead. So it's like, and again, I know that it's positive. I know that it's from the heart, and I truly appreciate all its positives. But I mean, man, I feel like I already got a foot in the grave, and I'm like hanging on by a thread. But I it's like I remember when I was like yay tall, knee to a grasshopper, and I saw this guy, and then he was on the old. He was on Facebook first with a bunch of people, and then he came over to YouTube. And Twuan, I appreciate you, and that is exactly why. When you put out your announcement today, I said, of course, I will be on your initial show because that is a very important landmark. That you always remember your first, kind of like, you know what I'm saying? You always remember your first, right? You know what I'm saying? You always remember your first. Right? Yeah. So it's blessings to you. I got a good crew here, man. You got you and Avakazi, and you got Dirty. Who's up top? I can't tell behind the sunglasses.
I don't know.
So seriously.
Mr. I wear my sunglasses at night.
It's the SC experience, Eric. That's the word.
I wear my sunglasses at night. And I can put on a tune. But no, it's like we got a good crew here, and that's why I said that I would come in after my show, and I told everybody, I said, hey, come over to Twuan's YouTube, and he said, what's his link? And I'm looking, I'm like, I don't got a link. I only got the show link, and I wasn't gonna give them that because you wouldn't be inundated. But I said, look for Raider Twuan on his YouTube. So next time, make sure you give me your channel title as well, so I can push people over to the show. Because they were asking, they were going to come over, and I was going to bring them all over to you. Well, all 3 or 4 of them, or whoever was watching my show there. I think there was maybe 10. But I was
Come on, Captain. You've been doing this long enough.
You, but I didn't have a link, and I apologize. I said, just look. Yeah, I know, but the link that I had was the StreamYard link, not his YouTube link. That's what I was looking for. I said, look for Raider Twuan. And that's what. And so I was right. It was Raider Twuan. So I at least had that correct, Raider Twuan. So, but I didn't spell it. I didn't know it exactly because I know you were talking about Twuan. I said, well, I think that, and then so now I will know it is definitely Raider Twuan, which is what I said. I just didn't have it spelled out. So next time I will bring at least 3 or 4 people over here with me because Jack was there and John Leon was there and Hot Neil was there. A couple other people. You know, I'll bring them over next time. But again, it's not about me. It's about you. It's about you. This is your show, and we're all here because to pay due diligence on you kicking it off here on YouTube. Now I said you got a great crew here. You know, I mean, Alvakazi is, well, shit, if it's 11 o'clock here, so it's like mid-morning there.
Correct. 11 a.m.
Yeah. Damn.
Yep. Mid-morning. See, I know about that Earth shit, you know, but Australia being on the opposite side of the Earth, you know, I've been over there once or twice, so I know about that. And Dirty's there, so if it's 11 here, it got to be 11 tonight, like 8:13 in the LA for Dirty. How you doing, by the way, Dirty? Good to see you.
I'm good, Cap. How about you?
Is he on mute? Did I catch him at a bad time?
Nah, I'm good, Cap. How you doing?
I didn't hear him.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, there you go. Thank you, there. So I just and I'm yes, sir. I can hear you now. Yes, sir. So it's all good. So if I came in late, I was shut up because Avakazi was talking about something, and then Twuan cut him off and said, "Oh, when I'm done." Then, okay, if he's on that side, I got to point this way. See, I remember I have to point opposite on thing. Please, sir, go back into your No. Go back into your interlude of what you were talking about, sir.
I finished what I was talking about. I was just asking about the jersey. That's it. But thank you.
Oh, was it? Okay. Yeah, I wanted to show eventually. I'll get there eventually.
Yeah. So I also, you guys, I want since Captain Jack said it, I want you guys to take in my background. The background that I have, that was made by and actually my logo was also made by All Eyes on G. All Eyes on G made my background. And he also made my logo. And I'm actually debating because my logo actually has the gray or silver background, whatever you want to call that. And then I have blue as a background, but I also have the black as a background. I don't know what I want to do with my, like the main, like the little circle that, you know, everybody will be able to see. I don't know what color I want to go there, but All Eyes on G hooked me up with that. And shout out to him for that. My intro song was made by a very famous producer. And that famous producer is Dirty Low. Dirty Low made my intro song. Okay, so shout out to him and thank you for that. And the person who made my intro video is my nephew, Prez. Prez made my intro video. So my intro video came from Prez. My music came from Dirty Low, and my background and my logo came from All Eyes on G. The original one that I had was similar to this logo, but I gave it to him, and then he made a twist on it. Definitely, we had to get the brown crackers in there. So I thank him for hooking that up for me.
Good work there, All Eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is that part of it, and then all my thumbnails and stuff like that. The stuff that you saw earlier, I actually did that myself. So I made that. And that you guys saw already, and then that will be for my lives going forward. So I'm excited, man. Canva's been somewhat okay with me. and I know that things will eventually get better and grow. So I can't wait to for you guys to see those things.
Salute.
Yeah. So any other questions? Did you have any questions about channels or anything? You guys? Because I'm drawing a blank on what else I need to say regarding the channel.
Well, I'm glad that you, like I said, I will make sure that I said Raider Twuan, so at least that was correct. I'm very happy about that. And okay, and since this is your premiere broadcast, how many shows do you plan on doing a week? Are they going to be regularly scheduled? And are they going to be ad hoc when you feel like it? Which that's fine too. And because again, people will want to make sure that they will tune in when you are regular.
Yeah, that is going to be the question I think everybody's going to want to ask, and the answer that I'm going to give them is make sure you push the notification bell, because I'm going to be going at random times and doing it like that with the things that I have going on personally, and that schedule, but then also trying to plug in when things are good. I don't want to again be going live during the Dirty Lunatic show, or going live when SC is going live, or what I'm saying. So I'll be trying to maneuver around that, because I don't know everybody's schedule. What I'm saying? Everybody's schedule is kind of here and there too. So I'll be kind of dancing, but you will see some content from me. It's not like I'm going to be MIA unless something happens with me medically where I'm actually down.
Well, that's understandable. That's understandable.
Yeah. So outside of that, I'll be dancing around, but it'll be a consistent dance. I'll say it like that. So definitely make sure you push that notification bell for my channel, because again, it will be at random times.
Okay. And I will look for your channel, and I will subscribe to your channel, and I will push notifications for your channel. But as Avikazi knows, because A, I am on the East Coast, and B, I'm in a dungeon from like 10 hours a day, actually, because I had to make up some hours, about 12 hours, this week at times, between going to work, working, and going back after work. I am not on the net. So I am totally detached from things. So if you're on during that time, and I did get a chance to hit up Avikazi at least once, I believe. Yes.
I think you were on the drive. Yeah, you made it to one of my lives.
There you go. And Ozzy's come on mine, I believe, and I'm not sure if Ozzy's still here. I believe I hit his up once, and if I'm not, then I still need to go. That 12-hour time difference is I want to do it, and maybe one of these days when I'm not working, I could be on everybody's channel, because I ain't gonna be working. I'll be here in my little Raider room studio thing, and I can hit everybody up, and then I'll make things up. But that's why I said I wanted to. And Dirty still has it, because Dirty normally has his show like around 11, 12 o'clock at night, like West Coast, and I'm always, man, I got to go to bed.
Yeah. So I actually have a guest coming in. I'm glad that he's here. He is actually the only person that is not a content creator that will be on panel with us tonight.
Wow.
But he has been someone that has that I've done a lot of work with in the process to getting to where I am, and me and him have tag teamed and hopped around and did a lot of shows together to get me to where I am, and I appreciate the person who he is and how he is. Again, if you need to, you know what I'm saying, get yourself together. If you trying to get you a Shirley, you need to holler at Gravy.
Gravy.
Pleasure, Twuan, to be on your show.
That's the
I
man.
smoked half a, I smoked half a stogie waiting on backstage.
Hey, I got look. I'm practicing. I'm trying to get everything together,
I
man.
understand,
I'm
bro.
answering
I ain't
questions. I'm
complaining.
looking at chat, and then I'm like, oh dang, there's somebody down here. So yeah. I'm sorry
just
about
messing with you. So you went through the depths of Beverly Hills to find a sugar daddy of Hollywood to get on your show. That's great. What's up, Barry? Good to see you, bro.
What's up,
The
Gravy?
sugar daddy from down south. That's what it is right there.
What's up, Gravy? Good to see you.
Captain Jack, good to see you.
Yeah, good to see
Again.
you. Well, did you find my information so we can do some
Yes,
correspondence as well?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. Okay, because I'll be looking for you. Like I said, I definitely need to get. By the way, and here's a plug: if you got a beard, which most of us have, SC need to start sparking one. But if you have a beard and you're not using Gravy's product, shame on you because it's good stuff. That's all I'm gonna say, man. And you can't give a positivity and make it sound like bullshit. No, it has to be real from the heart. Good stuff. Go get with Gravy. And with that, unfortunately, to all you youngins, the old dude's got to go to bed because I got to work extra hours tomorrow to make up for the 2 that I'm still chasing. So again, Dirty, SC, Avikazi, Gravy, and to the man of the hour. Let's see if I'm pointing over there. I got to do opposite. See, I figured it out. I need to know, make sure. That's the man. Blessings to you and congratulations on your premiere show. You guys are awesome. Take care, everybody. Blessings to all. And remember, keep in your thoughts. Let's see. Gesturator, keep in your thoughts. Who's going through hospice right now. Keep in your thoughts Ed Winchell, who has a broken back. Keep in your thoughts Black Thanos. I saw him in the hospital. I don't know what's up with Black Thanos, but keep Black Thanos in positive thoughts there. So if there's somebody that you know that needs blessings and positivity sent, bring it up onto the show. We'll have everybody sent to him. And if you need it, I'm here for you as well. And thank you for all the positive people that reached out to me because I was pissed off yesterday. Oh my God, I was pissed off yesterday. But I appreciate everybody reaching out to me. I'm okay. Dirty. It's that person. It's that person, Dirty. That same person. But it's done. It's through. It's finished. It's blocked totally it's done. It's done. I know it. It's done. Boom.
Is that person the male or the female?
A female. Yeah. It's done. So, but don't worry about it.
Same thing. The what? You thought it was a male? Same person. Female.
No. This one has tits and ass from wonderful hell, but is the worst person in the world. So that
everybody needs a little prayer.
And so I thank everybody for that. Again, on positive note, y'all take care. It's 11:30 my time. Time for my old ass to go to bed. Take care, everybody.
Good night, mate.
Good night, Captain.
All right, take care. Thank you so much, Cap, for showing up, man. For real.
God, and blessings to you and positivities on your show there, Twuan, and Avikazi, and the Dirty, and the SC, and Gravy's products. See, I plugged everybody. Can't beat that with a stick, man. You got it.
Thank you, Captain Jack.
You got it. Take care, everybody.
Yeah.
AR Dirty, what's up?
What's up, Gravy?
It's cracking, Gravy. Good to see you, brother.
I had to do a phenomenal arrangement to see SC because, I feel so happy when I'm in a panel with them.
That would be correct, man. That would be correct. That would be correct.
Yeah. Well, hey, look,
But,
I I'm just overwhelmed by, you know what I'm saying, so far by, you know, we got 16 people. It was up to 20 at one point, you know what I'm saying? I thought I was only going to have 2 people show up to the show, man. So I
No
thank you
way,
guys for
Twuan.
hanging out and
I
kicking
told
it.
you.
No way, brother. No way you get 2 people in there. You impact a lot of us, dude. You impact me. You impact everybody. That's why I'm here. Just for you.
I
You've
gotta
already
go
got
let
a
my
base of
phone
people who love
charge.
you.
My shit is dying. I gotta go let my shit charge. So if
Okay.
you're around, but if not, man, congratulations on your show. Have a wonderful, wonderful kickoff. Hopefully, more guests pull up. I know a lot of people were invited. Even if you got nothing but 5 minutes, pop in, say what's up. Yeah, I mean, yeah, because Twuan comes to everybody's show, bro. You know what I mean? At the drop, all you gotta do is call him and ask him, "Hey man, what you doing?" And he'll show up, bro, if you ask him. So y'all can do the same. You know what I mean? 5 minutes. That's all it requires. 5 minutes. Pop in, say what's up. You know what I mean? Wish love and success. But like I said, let me go let the phone charge, and then if I can, I'll come back. Gravy, AR, SC. Come on.
Have a good one, Dirty.
Peace
Thank
out
you,
to
man.
Eddie.
Thank you so much.
Always.
Yeah. So we got a lot of stuff that we got coming out today. We had press conferences, you know what I'm saying, and you know, people speaking on, you know, their thoughts and feelings about our new quarterback, you know what I'm saying, I'll say this channel, we will talk about Derek Carr. I'll say it again. On this
Good.
channel, we will talk about Derek Carr. I'm not saying that I'm a Kardashian or however you want to call it, but the last time I checked, there was a phrase that was called "once a Raider, always a Raider." So if there's something that is connected to our past Raiders, then I will talk about it. Simple as that. So if I lose subscribers because I said Derek Carr, then I'm sorry. And I'll say this too. Also on my stance regarding the past quarterbacks, the way that you guys have some have treated the past recent quarterback. You guys weren't doing that with Terrell Pryor, and he was a worse quarterback. Worse, so worse that he had to switch over to wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? You guys didn't do this with Jamarcus Russell. So
Carson
on this
Palmer.
channel, on and a whole bunch of other quarterbacks that weren't as good as
Matt Flynn.
the past quarterback. So I will be talking. I will be speaking every once in a while if it comes up about that name. So there won't be whole lives about it, but when I say I'm going to cover the Raiders, I'm going to cover the Raiders. Simple as that.
Speaking on quarterbacks, since you went there, we released Chase Garbers. That's it. So we currently have 3 on our roster, correct? Do we have any more than that?
Yes, we do.
Who's
We have Jimmy Garoppolo. We have 3. We have Jimmy Garoppolo. We have Hoyer and Aiden O'Connell.
Hoyer's still there. I forgot about Hoyer.
Yeah, Hoyer. Unfortunately,
you don't really need to count Hoyer. You know, we got like 2 and 3/4, 2 and 1/4 of a quarterback.
Well, there's some people out there who think he's one of the better backup quarterbacks in the league. Not me.
I mean,
I
he's
never
probably
heard
one of
that.
the best in knowledge because I
Nah,
mean,
Knowledge wise,
how long
knowledge.
has
I've never heard
has
you
he
say
been
that.
playing in
AR.
this system?
he
Like,
sucks.
but you know, that's what we ran into, and I had a conversation with someone because they reported that Chase Garbers was gone, and some people were, you know, sad about it because they're like, yeah, I think Chase Garbers could have been our starting quarterback. He could have been the quarterback of the future. And to be honest with you, I partially agree with them, but in situation wise, he was the odd man out. There was no way that they were going to, after drafting Aiden O'Connell, get rid of Aiden O'Connell. So who was the odd man out? You know, they weren't getting rid of Hoyer because we know Hoyer is supposed to be the encyclopedia for Jimmy Garoppolo. If he has a senior moment or he forgets a little bit of the playbook, we know that Hoyer can be like, hey, you remember so-and-so means so-and-so. Like, that's why Hoyer's there. So there was Garbers was the odd man out. There was even if he played well, you know what I'm saying? How are they going to be able to keep Garbers around? You know what I'm saying? So if they would have got, just think about it. If they would have got rid of Aiden O'Connell after drafting him, what would everybody would have said? This organization don't know what the hell they doing. This organization, what the heck did they draft a quarterback that for, when, you know what I'm saying, when we know we need a linebacker or whatever the situation may be. So it would have been
It's
an
happened before, though,
uproar.
Twuan. It's happened before.
Huh?
Remember it's happened before. Remember 2013? We drafted Tyler Wilson around the same region that we drafted Aiden O'Connell, and we jettisoned him before the regular season and kept undrafted free agent.
Yeah.
What's his name? The redhead guy, Matt McGloin.
Yeah.
So it has happened before.
So, you know, but especially with the Raider Nation already, you know, I think all of us, you know, some of us have blind hope, you know what I'm saying, and blind belief in these guys, but I think a lot of us, to some degree, to some percentage, has a question mark on how they're doing what they're doing. So if all of a sudden the quarterback that they drafted is now out the door, then you definitely know everybody's going to be questioning that. So I feel bad for Garbers, you know what I'm saying, and maybe somewhere down the line he might come back, you know what I'm saying, like we did Ike Brown. We got rid of him and brought him back, you know what I'm saying, but we'll see.
I think what they did just to give him an opportunity to get on another team. You know, the dude has a chance. He was on the practice squad, and they protected him, so no one else could grab him. So their intentions that year was, you know, to keep him around. But when you move, I don't know if we moved up to get him, or what was he, a 5th round pick or something, 4th, 5th? Eric, you don't remember? Was he a 5th round?
I think it was the 5th.
5th
What's that,
round.
O'Connell?
One of those picks.
Yeah, was he a 5th round
Yeah,
pick?
we didn't trade up. It was the 5th. I think it was.
Did we move up to get him? Did we give something up to get the kid?
I think we may
I
have.
know of no.
Yeah, I think we did.
I think we did.
So that means that they thought highly of him.
You talking about O'Connell?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they did trade up to get him.
So that means something. That means they wanted him, or they seen somebody else.
4th rounder.
You know, they seen somebody else like him and say, hey, you know, their scouts was probably at the same, looking at him with a team scout, and that says, hey, we like this guy. And they just hushed their mouth and said, hey, maybe we should move up to get this guy because I know, you know, Pittsburgh wants him, or somebody else is going to get him. And maybe he was the best in their thoughts at that round. But Garbers was you know, last year we seen him real heavy in the preseason, and he ran around all over the place, got away from the puck. I remember seeing that, but you know, we as Raider fans enjoyed that because we like it. But we know the best that do that end up getting injured. And especially in this offense where things need to go quickly, you just can't decide to take off like that. So he probably wasn't a fit. They probably realized it wasn't a plus. He was an undrafted free agent, so it's not really a lot of money. O'Connell, on the other hand, was going to be, a couple $100,000. So
hopefully those guys would be doing nothing but holding the clipboard because Jimmy G is working.
Exactly. We protect. We got to do what we got to do to keep him not getting. Then we'll see the new kid.
Yeah.
And, I'm excited to see what he got. Not against mixed second string, third string, first, defenses in preseason. Game time, something if something, God forbid, happens to Garoppolo, this kid, is he ready? Because I'll turn the TV off if Hoyer's out there. They tried Hoyer out there. It's a lost cause, bro.
Hey,
he might as well just go out there with the clipboard and have the clipboard in one hand and a football in the other, and what does he want to do? Because it ain't gonna work out.
How much of Jimmy G do you think?
If they tried out Hoyer, I'm gonna hit a problem immediately, and we're gonna start doing mock drafts.
How much do you think we'll see of Jimmy G in preseason?
Probably one game.
Maybe.
I think the last game of preseason, because I think they learned from last year. You got to play your starters at some point in the preseason, man. You got to, especially if they're new to the team. You got to have at least one possession, maybe just one drive or two drives or three, but you got to do it, man. Because you seen it last year how discombobulated they were. They didn't look good. They looked like the first game of the season was the preseason. Like, It was just bad all around. So I think they learned from it. Hopefully they do. And if they don't, then
that first game wasn't that bad though, Eric. In preseason, we
were good in preseason, but remember our first regular season game, Gravy. Remember how slow and sluggish we started?
Yeah,
we were pretty. To your point, Eric, we
were throwing the ball around.
Like it was our first preseason game, our first regular season. So to that point, I think we'll definitely see more of what we saw out of Derek Carr last preseason in Jimmy G, especially since he's new to the roster, new to the team, still needs to build a rapport. I mean, yeah, you got training camp for that, but you need to build some chemistry under live fire. And I think I personally believe we're going to see a decent
second game. The Rams is our second game, because I think the second game is the game where most of the starters are going to play, a couple of series or whatever. It might be one against ones, and then twos against threes, or two. That's just the way that whatever the coaches want. They meet up and they say, hey, he's probably going to go to Shanahan. I go, you going to play Purdy? Nah. Well, I ain't going to play Garoppolo then. But I wouldn't want him playing against San Francisco's defense right now. First preseason.
That is true too. Yeah.
I got a special guest coming in. I'm sorry, Gravy. I'll let you finish. I got a special guest coming in. I'm so happy that he's here. Another great guy. He has a lot of knowledge. I watch lives and sometimes he's not even on panel, but he always comes with a whole lot of information within the chat, and you can tell that he has a passion for the Raiders, but also a knowledge of the game, and a guy that, again, it the love it has some miles on it. You know what I'm saying? This love has a whole lot of miles on it. He's from the land down under, Mr. Ozzy. How you doing?
So that's it, Twuan. So Eric, Gravy.
What's up, Ozzy?
No, it's good.
Speaking of hating Derek Carr, letting Josh Jacobs go, he's all for that.
I'm just honest. Some people don't like hearing the truth sometimes. It's all good.
Yeah.
I just wanted to show some support, brother. I mean, you've been in my life before, and we've chalked it up, so I just wanted to come and show you the same appreciation, brother.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
I've got to go to work a bit later, but I just want to jump on for a few minutes, give you some of my time.
Hey, man.
I appreciate the intro as well. Thanks for that.
1 minute, 2 minute, 2 seconds, man. It's all love, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Oh, good, man. I still got like, I should still have at least another 15, 20 minutes. That's so good.
Yeah.
Talk some football.
Yeah, the Gravy, you were saying, man.
I forgot already, bro.
Come on, Gravy. I told you I was coming back to you, dog. Man.
That must be the Alzheimer's setting in. No, I'm just playing.
Ozzy got it.
You were talking about the Rams and Chargers games or something.
Yeah, I would rather see the second game is the one where mostly and that's against the Rams. I think the Rams are going to be one of the bottom teams in the league.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. So their division, besides maybe Arizona, might come up a little bit, but San Francisco is going to win their division outright. So I would rather see him against that, and then Dallas defense or 49ers defense. So
I hope so. I'll be at the game.
If they do play Parsons, I don't want him nowhere near them.
Sorry, what game did you say you're going to be at, Eric?
The Rams game in LA, that preseason game. It's on my birthday, so I'm going to be there. And hopefully they play the starters. I hope so.
You going to be at the Charger game?
Yeah, I'm going to be at the Charger game, too. I'm be at both LA games.
You're
going?
I'm going to come over here? I'm gonna hunt you down, Eric. I'm going to find out where you at.
I'll be at the game, Gravy. That's where I'm going to be at that day.
Well, I'm going to hunt you down.
Man, you know where Eric gonna be at, don't you? Know,
he'll be where the honeys are at. He'll be where the honeys are at.
Yeah,
I'll be there having a good time. You feel me? Raider season
with the honeys, with all them little Latina bunnies over
there. Chasing the Shirleys. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's all you.
That's 2 weeks till preseason.
That's a question that I had in my mind. You just brought that back up, Twuan. Shirleys. Mm-hmm. What's the top? Big Shirley, but the bigness of Big Shirley. What is there like a weight limit, or is there like a figure? Do you want it like a bowling ball or like a bowling pin or whatever? Which way do you go that way?
Okay, so let me define Shirley for everybody that don't know where that came from. This intro to Shirley 101. Okay. Mm-hmm. So it all started with the word Big Shirley. And I actually like plus size women. Mm-hmm. So when I would talk about, and actually I'm connected to a Shirley. I don't say her name, but I call her Shirley. So when I say Shirley, me and Shirley went out to eat, or me and Shirley, somebody else. Okay. So Shirley, in definition, could be anybody that is from size 12 in pants and up, which means they have to be plus size. They have to be thick. That's a Shirley. So any girl that you like and she's a little, thick in the waist, you know what I'm saying? Thick in the right places, but don't look like a washboard. That's a Shirley. Okay. So however big you want that to be in your life, that's on you. But you know what I'm saying? I don't discriminate when it comes. You do what that's why I say do it till you satisfied. Get it how you live. I say
so there's no weight limit. So there's no weight limit.
There is no discrimination, no weight limit to what you like. You know what I'm saying? The only discriminating part is they have to be size 12 in the pants or higher. They have to be in the double digits in the pants area.
I don't even know what a size 12 is. What is that, is that like a 32 pants or 28 or 26 waist, or what is it?
That's sizes in women. So women have the numbers for the women are actually lower than what the guys have. Like we have
basically bootylicious, Grady.
Yeah,
Huh?
my wife's to put it in perspective. My wife's a 12 up down there and 8 up top, which is perfect.
Yeah. So
But it's like 12 big.
Not really.
So
That's
maybe I
like
gotta
good
ask my
size.
wife. She'll get all mad. Why you
I'll
think
say
I'm a
this
12 or
because
something?
no,
because
no.
generally the lovely dark skinned women have good booty, so that's why they're 12 down there.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way.
You know how girls are these days. Like, especially if you go to the gym,
Something-
they'll have thin waist, strong arms, but like they're all about working the glutes and the booties.
Yeah, exactly.
So you could have a thin girl with a size 10, size 12 waist.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So about the wood.
So without offending your lady, all you gotta do is go and like find her jeans and then find out what number that is on the back of her jeans, and then you'll know, okay, if she's a 12 or higher, then she's in that Shirley category.
Okay.
You don't gotta ask her because that's the other thing. You know, I'm gonna teach. Look, this is a teaching lesson. You don't ask a woman her age or her size. Now the age is kind of, you know what I'm saying, you got to check an ID.
That's
you know
a
what I'm
fact.
saying? Because you don't want, what is that, 16? You don't want 20 for 16 or however they call that. You don't want to be on How to Catch a Predator. But, those girls take offense to their size or asking them their size and really finding out how old they are. It's not appropriate to do. So if you open with your lady and she don't care, then you can have that conversation. But if you want to really know, go see what size her pants are, and you'll see if she's a Shirley for you.
I guess just a little bit of objectivity there, Twuan. Like, I mean, this is just my personal taste. I mean, I'm situational. I mean, I could see a thin girl with a smaller waist and think, yeah, she's fit as fuck. I could see a bigger girl who's bigger than a size 12 and think the same. Like, for me, like there's no limit on. There's an ideal size for me personally, but like when it comes to like, I'm not going to just narrow my, well to just like you've got to be this that. Like sometimes it is situational. It can be different.
And I agree with you on that. Like there's been times where I went out and was like, oh, that girl's beautiful, but she happens to be slender. But but for my trend, you know what I'm saying, when I start looking at what I've interacted with in my past, they've all been Shirley's. You know what I'm saying? Like my girlfriends have all been that and 12 and up. So
what you like,
that's why,
Eric? What you like, Eric?
I like what I like.
You like them size 12, 13, 14s?
Look. I leave the Shirleys to Twuan. That's what I'm gonna say. I leave the Shirleys to
you
Twuan.
got preference.
It ain't my preference,
gotta...
but the Shirleys, I leave it to Twuan. I let Twuan handle them. Me, I don't really
a Shirley could be a dinosaur or a nice little firm little thing. You know what I mean? You don't even know.
I'm cool with
what if
that.
she's hot on the inside? What if she's hot on the inside?
I mean, the inside is what counts, right? You don't want certain. Everybody got their standards. My standards are just. My standards are I don't know how to describe it. If they're good looking, I'm all for it. That's what
fine ass, a big booty, them IG girls, huh?
Nah, hell.
Nah.
Some of them are, they have a lot of how do I say it? Plastic. That's not for me.
They got a lot of talent too.
They do. I like them natural. You feel me?
Yeah.
I have nothing against people that are not, awful natural either.
Natural curves and muscle does it for me.
Hey, trust me, if you go to a Raider game, you've seen a whole lot of Shirleys.
But what if he over there benching? See, AR, whether it attract you, if you go over there benching, 325, and she rolls up there with 400 and just hitting like that, would you get nervous with her?
I mean, it's of course it's going to be intimidating. And that, like, I'm not going to lie.
You say like that, I go mess with this thing. She got knocked my
with
ass
that
out.
said, it's still sexy. You know what I mean? Like you can't say it's a strong woman isn't sexy. Especially for me personally, like I said, my type, curves, muscle, dark. I'm a dark hair kind of guy, dark skin.
You got a bunch of those in the beaches of Australia.
Hey, that's something we got in common then, yeah.
Yeah.
But
You know what?
The
women
kangaroo yoke, the kangaroo yoke type bitch, like type lady, huh?
Well, why do you think
yeah,
half the reason I go to the gym, my friends?
The kangaroo be flexing
I'm
on
working out,
dudes,
but I'm
like-
looking at the talent.
But that's the misconception though. Like anytime you say a big girl, they always want to go to 600 pound life. Like no, there's some big girls that they got everything curved right. You can look at them, you know what I'm saying, across a football field and know that that's the top area, that's the bottom area, you know what I'm saying? Like it's shaped right, everything. Like there's a whole spectrum of women out there that that are out there. But again, people have that misconception that when you say a big girl, she gotta be, you know what I'm saying, on the offensive line. And that's not every situation.
The big Shirley you can see from 100 yards away, but the skinny ones are just a little dot, huh? Just a little dot. But the big Shirleys, they look like they blend in with the players and shit. That's what you like.
Look. I'm not a homewrecker. I see everybody calling me a homewrecker in the chat. I'm not, okay, first of all. Second of all, I have to go, man. But I appreciate you, Twuan, like very much.
Get
man.
nervous.
I appreciate
Get
you.
nervous.
You already know. Hell no.
Nervous.
Look, I'll tell you this, Gravy. To answer your full-blown question about that, exactly what all I said. My standards are like cars, like the car is foreign. I'm gonna say that. That's where I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it there.
You and all eyes are boys, dude. He's always gonna agree with you.
I'm gonna leave it. I like them foreign. That's all I'm gonna say there. But hey, of course, Ozzy, Gravy, Avakazi. Twuan, it was good to share a panel with you guys,
Eric.
man.
Good to see you again.
This is practically my first live back from being on a live in a while. So I appreciate you guys. Eric. Good to see every single one of you guys, man.
Can't wait to get into Eric's debate with Eric about football.
Hey, Gravy, I'll bring you on the show, bro. We gotta have those debates, man. You already know. But I appreciate everybody in the chat, man. I appreciate everybody. And Twuan, I wish nothing but the best for your channel, man. Blessings. Great show so far, man. I appreciate you for inviting me. And hopefully you hit your goals, man. And everybody on the panel, you hit your goals of this year, man. And I'm glad to see everybody out here safe and well. Blessings to everybody. And if you're going through a tough time, remember, tough times never last, but tough people do, man. You guys are some tough people. So blessings. Have a great night, y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all later on the flip side. And I'll be back Monday. If for all those people that keep asking, I'll be back Monday. So
ain't talking
appreciate
bullshit.
you guys. Much love. I swear.
We'll be working soon though, for real.
No, for sure. That's a fact, man. Love you guys, man. Much love. Peace out, y'all.
All right.
As Eric tags out, we're gonna tag in my other brother. He came in, and I'm happy he's here. And again, I think everybody knows him. Everybody loves him. He's new, but we like Avakasi says, we got to start somewhere. Mr. Raphael.
Say Rafa.
Hey, salute. I know that I'm wearing like a baseball cap because right now I had the long hair, so yep. Yeah, that happens.
At least you got hair.
I can curse that statement.
Yeah, but I know that I have a long hair, so I just but yes. And I gotta tell you to this, folks.
Sorry, one sec, guys.
The chemistry between Devontae Adams and Jimmy Garoppolo, I need like a more production, because what I just see at the training camp between Jimmy Garoppolo and Devontae Adams, which is like a great combination between the quarterback and the right receiver. I mean, if you can see all the the speed, the ability, the mentality about those both players, I mean, they're gonna have a lot of great production when it comes to defense.
Well, I don't question Devontae and him getting his. It's as if for me the question is the chemistry going to be there, and that's not something we're going to know until we see it when the live bullets are flying. Hopefully, Jimmy G gets it done and holds up his end of the bargain, because I don't question Devontae Adams and his abilities.
It is.
I don't think it's going to be an issue. I mean, look at what Stidham did in the 49ers game with Adams. So I don't think it's going to be an issue.
And yo, Twuan,
He'll be serviceable.
I gotta go on with my boy right now. So
Okay.
it was a pleasure being on your first show, bro. You asked me, and I said for sure, man, without a doubt. Any future planned shows, let me know. Send me the link, bro. I'm not in your group chat, so that's why I didn't get it. I guess.
Got it.
But it was good talking to you. Bless your show. Happy to be on it, and happy to see all you guys again. So
Have a good one, Crazy.
until we see each other again real soon, have a blessed day, a blessed evening.
All right, take care.
I'll talk to you on the Twuan.
Yeah. Take care, man. Thank you so much, man.
Take care, man.
No problem, bro. Always.
Yeah, the quarterback situation. I mean, like I said, I was talking about listening to that press conference. There were some things that, like, it's like, do you want to read in between the lines? You know what I'm saying? Like the body language that, Devontae Adams had, you know what I'm saying? Like, was he, trying to be, casual and just stick to the script, or was he really, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still trying to decipher it. Like, the body language that DA had versus the way that McDaniels talked about, you know what I'm saying, Jimmy G. It was like two opposites. Like, it was, to me, it looked like it was like two opposites. And it's still, for me, it's still a wait and see. You know what I'm saying? I hopefully it'll come together. And, I would just think that for DA, it's just like, look, run your route and just let's just believe that Jimmy G will get you the ball when you turn your head. You know what I'm saying? That'll be on time. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully they can work that stuff out. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we'll be able to see all that stuff before week 1. I think they're really, you know what I'm saying, to what I understood, they're really going to be kind of babysitting, you know what I'm saying, babysitting, Jimmy G and how they use him and how they play him. So we shall see.
Yeah, hopefully he can get it done in the live file, like I said. And on that note, I'm going to take my leave too. Thanks for having me on, Twuan. Congratulations on your first official live. Ozzy, Rafa, good to see you guys. Gravy, Dirty, and Captain Jack, Eric, everybody in the chat feed. I see you all. And little more than 2 weeks till preseason. Shit seems to have come along real quick, real soon,
quick this year,
which is exciting. So yeah, and lastly, Josh Jacobs, let's get it done. Hopefully we can get it done. That's the last distraction
I hope so,
in the offseason. Then hopefully we see him take the field. If not, we'll see what happens. Anyways, guys, peace out. Take care, and you'll have yourself. Peace.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you want to talk about that for a moment. I read somewhere that apparently Jake has declined a $12 million 1-year deal.
Yeah, there's mixed reviews on that, and there's mixed reports, and that's what the trouble is on that, because they can say that they gave him, a 12, you know what I'm saying, gave him the 12-year deal or whatever the situation may be, but it might be like 12 years and what's guaranteed.
I mean, 12 million 1 year guaranteed, sir.
I'm sorry?
You mean $12 million for 1 year guaranteed?
Well, we don't. Did they confirm that it was guaranteed? That it was actually the guaranteed?
Well, I think it would be, because the franchise tag is fully guaranteed. So I'm assuming that it would be fully guaranteed for an extra $2 million. Which Saquon got 11 million guaranteed. So I'm assuming it'd be about $1 million more than him.
Yeah, so that because it, I really wish, and this was for me. I really wish that
If I was JJ, I would have taken that, because if he takes that, then does the tag again in 24, he would make what is it? I think 25 million guaranteed in 2 years.
I really wish that Jay, like, that he wouldn't. He's so cryptic. I'll say that he's so
Yeah, he is.
cryptic with, how he's being treated and all of that, and it's one of those things where, if he would just come out and say this is how it is, then we would know, like, okay, they're playing him, or oh, they're um they're playing his guy, they're playing the game, so
Yeah, that's the one thing. Like, I'm a big fan of Jacobs, but the one thing I do hate is the way he's cryptic and he's tweeting and trolling on social media. But outside of that, yeah, obviously I want JJ to be the lead back, but I just look at things from all angles, because you've got to think about what's going to happen if he's not. You know what I mean? There is that possibility.
yeah.
I still think he's going to be back, though, because, I mean, if he sits out, he doesn't get nothing. He gets no money for a whole year. And then Ziegler can technically tag him again next year. So,
Yeah, and that's the other thing you run into is, that there's also the reports that he can still take that 10, saying take the franchise, but it can be like up to week 10.
yeah, it can be up to week 10. And then after week 10, he doesn't. It's not just that. Like, he still can't play for anyone else for the whole football season.
Yeah.
It's just at the what do you call it? The tag is only worth like about 588K, I think. Shout out to Jesse, knockout Jesse. I think he put the number out there. 588K per game per week. So he can only go up to week 10, because at that point he gets 0 anyway, because that's all the tag money, because he loses 588K every game he doesn't show up for, and he doesn't sign the tag. The thing is, if Jacobs was smart, he would sign the tag and then sit out, because if you sign the tag and then sit out, you'd force, if he really doesn't want to be with the Raiders, at that point you're forcing Ziegler's hand to trade you, because if you sign the tag, then the money becomes guaranteed and he has to pay you whether you show up for the game or not.
Yeah.
But if you don't sign the tag, then he gets nothing. So I mean, if I was JJ's manager, I'd just say sign the tag, get the extra $2 million for the $12 million, and then work it from there. Because at least then you're going to get some kind of money this year, whether you sit out or not. And then worst case scenario, obviously, is JJ would get traded. But right now they're kind of at a stalemate. JJ gets nothing, but the team also doesn't have the player, and they can't get any compensation. So it's kind of like a stalemate right now.
Definitely. And I see, and that was the battle of, in perspectives, is like, I see both sides. Like, I see,
exactly.
where the organization is, but I also see how, like, look, you told me to prove it. You told me to, do that, and I busted my butt. I checked off everything that you wanted from me, and I end up being the best running back in the league. Now, pay me.
Yeah, I feel like JJ's perspective on it's wrong, though, in the sense that, like, if he's about the guaranteed money, well, the tag actually guarantees the whole money. Like, if you sign, like, say you sign an actual deal, like, not a tag, a deal.
Yeah.
All that money is not necessarily guaranteed, whereas on the tag, it's all guaranteed, the whole guaranteed. And then, so if you were to get 12 million this year, 13.5 next year, which is the deal they offered him this year, and then the tag next year, that's $25 million, and it becomes fully guaranteed for 2 years of, 2 football seasons of work, which is more than he's made in the whole 4 years that he's been a Raider for. So,
yeah,
I don't know, but I'll take it. Like, I mean, $25 million in a devalued market for 2 years of work. That seems pretty reasonable to me from a like a business GM standpoint. I don't think at this point in time you can really hope for more than that with the way the running back market is. But Jesus. But yeah, so like 12 million for JJ's fair. That's pretty much like Derrick Henry money. So that's more than fair in my opinion.
You know, and it's one of those things where, you know, I really wish it would work out. I really wish it would.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, we're wearing his jersey right now.
Is yeah, I really wish it would work out for him, but it's also at the same time I'm like, dang, like how many times we always talk about how bad this organization is when it came to, you know, drafting and, you know what I'm saying, you know, player personnel and et cetera, et cetera. And it's like, dang, like when we actually have a good one, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why can't we keep the good ones around? You know what I'm saying? And that's where I scratch my head, because it's like, in my mind, I'm like, I would think that you want to try to keep as many good ones that you can, you know what I'm saying, because of the way our organization has been. You know what I'm saying? If hypothetically, if Josh Jacobs leaves, you know, walks out the door, how is that going to look on our organization that we let?
I don't think he can
a
walk.
player like that walk out?
Yeah.
Would have to get some form of compensation, because it's totally different to the Carr situation, because Carr had no trade clause.
Yeah.
But with Jake, it's basically he can sit out this whole, like I was saying before, he can sit out this whole year and earn $0. And then Ziegler can tag him again next year, and we can do the whole rodeo again. Basically.
I mean, they made him play like at the fifth year on a pro mentality, and he proved it, because he should have like to be like a top 5+ initiatives, because not only is going for the entire the year of 26 3 seasons, but those running backs know every round the misses about the market value. I mean, if I was like a manager to say, hey, you gotta take the money and then negotiate to push harder in the next year. They had a more cap space, but
Exactly.
it is a set of the parties to see whether they got it. But people think that about the situation and about the Josh Jacobs, and I've been saying for this, the running back market has been crashing the whole system for years. But right now, times are going to change it. Times are going to change it. And there's one thing about they haven't done with consistent about the over last 4 decades, measurement players, contracts, and the cap space. I mean, I understand that what is going to the terms and not the total amount for the funds, and there's no true clause amount for the guarantee money. If there's like the season ending injury in day which money becomes guaranteed.
Yeah. It's a really stick situation, and I really wish that Josh Jacobs would speak out more. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, you know what I'm saying, if he is holding back because of, you know, money situation or what, because it seems like this just the way that the Patriots, you know, used to run things and how they're trying to move things here. Like we used to get it was crazy, because the other regime, we used to get a lot of information. You know what I'm saying? We the players would talk a little more. We would get a little more emotions. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like it seems very scripted, and I don't know if that's just their PR or how they want to do things, but it sucks on our end, because we're so trying to figure out how things are going to be ran.
Well, I think the point of what they're trying to do is that they're trying not to overpay players like last regimes have. They kind of like look at the market and market value of the player, which I get. Like I get it from a business standpoint. that's just good GMing. And I think the problem is we're so used to having these GMs that would like literally overpay for players, like overpay for star players and stuff. Whereas Ziegler's not going to do that. He's going to be like, all right, this is your market value. This is the highest we're willing to pay you. If you're not willing to accept that, we're going to move on with somebody else. It sucks to say, but I think that's just how he's looking at it. Especially at the biggest devalued position in the whole of football. Like it's just like the way the market is kind of thing. It's not really like on Jacobs or Ziegler. It's just the way the market is in general across the NFL. I mean, even in another report I was reading that had Tony Pollard or Saquon been offered what Jacobs was offered, which is $12 million, that they would have taken it. So
I mean,
Jacobs is the only unsigned running back, like starting franchise running back in the NFL right now. Like everyone else is signed except for Jacobs. Even Jonathan Taylor showed up to camp. So everyone else has already moved forward with their team. Jacobs is the only one still kind of like sitting out or whatever.
Yeah, and when they asked to Josh Jacobs to prove himself at about the last season, he was working his ass off to become the number one running back in the NFL because no one's about the shield. I mean, no one's in that organization other than maybe like Crosby or Devontae Adams who have the shield as much as Josh Jacobs because I was about the situation. I mean, look at this. It's not all about the yearly check. It's how many years he gets that check. It has been playing like a long term, and you cannot blame for that. I mean, there's something about for the cap space, and of course the contract, and of course the production, bit of the seed about it. I would say for like anything could happen like this one, because nobody is about the shield. I mean, it could have happened at this. It's not about the business. It's all about the business because they didn't realize how the system does work here because it's like a business thing. Because they just had many needs to put in a lot of position, not used to them that much of a waste of money. It's passing now. Because they won't guarantee like a running back deal. No team that it would. That will be like a little bit weird.
Yeah.
I didn't want to interrupt. So I was replying Kev's message, like how you're saying about Chandler Jones, but I disagree with that statement because at the time when we signed Jones, he had 10 years of production prior to signing with the Raiders. Like the Raiders is his only down year, really, was last year. And then on top of that, the defensive end position is probably just as highly valued, second only probably to the quarterback position.
And I agree with you, Ozzy. I think
that's the way we're gonna look at it.
I think the Chandler Jones situation was just kind of like a fluke because you had he was productive, you know what I'm saying, everywhere he was, you know what I'm saying, and then he had that injury, and I think that's what kind of delayed, you know what I'm saying, his production. On top of what I've always been saying is Chandler Jones does well when the defensive end, when he has the defensive tackle, you know what I'm saying, and that's where we're lacking. Even now, like I hate to say it, but even now we're in a situation where our defensive tackles are getting hurt. Byron Young is on the PUP list. Neil Farrell has a non-football injury.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we're losing guys that we thought were going to be on this. Not saying they're done for the season, but they're already getting banged up now. You know what I'm saying? These guys that Byron Young and Neil Farrell, we already kind of marked that they were going to be on this roster. So if they're already somewhat banged up or whatever the situation is, look at our defense.
I think that's why they brought Pecco back was because of the Neil Farrell situation. That's why they brought defensive tackle Kyle Pecco back.
And that also and I understand that because he was here before, but you know, you also looking at it at the same look at it in this perspective that he wasn't good enough for us to keep.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We got rid of him, and the only reason why we're bringing him back is because one of our other guys is hurt. So is that really upgrading our defensive tackle room? No.
I just wanted, sorry to cut you off, Brad. I just wanted to correct Kevin saying he's not getting 20 million. His cap hit this year is 14. And on top of that, we can get out of the Chandler Jones contract next year if we want to, with only 3.6 million dead cap and a saving of 17 million. So that's the thing. Ziegler works these contracts where maybe the first 2 years is like partially like 80% guaranteed, but then in the third year there's an out.
And again, this is still, I've been saying wait and see. I think this is also a wait and see with Chandler Jones.
I agree. I think he's going to bounce back. Sorry, go ahead.
If Chandler Jones doesn't bounce back, then we can say, okay, we need to figure out how we're going to get rid of him. You know what I'm saying? Or how we're going to move that money or whatever the situation may be. But I'm not going to, automatically X him because of how he played, you know what I'm saying, with us knowing that he was injured. The whole reason and it makes sense now for those that when I explain it. Remember when everybody was teamed together and they were playing golf at whatever golf place, and everybody was playing golf, but Chandler Jones was the only one that was on the cart riding around?
Yeah, exactly. He was already injured back then.
It was because he was injured. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that injury, whatever it was, wasn't even good enough for him to stand up and swing a club. You know what I'm saying? Like, because golf, yes, you're using your legs, you're using your legs to swing, but, is that really a lot of leg energy? Not really. So obviously, if they were saying, look, all you can do is ride this golf cart so we can get you out on promos, because that's what he did. He shot a video. He wrecked it. You know what I'm saying? I think we all seen that video where he was driving a cart and he got stuck because he hit something.
Oh, yeah.
Like that was all because he was injured.
Yeah.
So
and
let's see what Chandler does healthy.
Yeah, I've been saying that to AR and stuff a lot, that he was nursing an injury last year, on top of the fact that we didn't really have any push in the middle. So that's why you kind of saw Chandler Jones play that little bit better towards the end of the season when he was more recovered, I guess you can say.
Terrence, I'm not sure. Did Chandler
restructure? I was just about to reply Kev too with that one. Yeah, he did restructure, and basically what that does is it puts some of the cap hit into a signing bonus. So that way you take less of a cap hit. Yeah. And then, but the 3-year out was already in the deal from the beginning. The same way it was in Carr's contract. They design their contracts with an out, which is how smart GMs do it, because you can't predict the future. So you've got to have an out somewhere in the contract.
Yep.
Yeah. So that situation, yeah, I'm not gonna cancel him out on that.
I think he could have a bounce back year if we have some good, like, decent pressure in the middle.
Yeah.
So true, Tony.
They say the Chandler is out of the contract last season. Okay, but I was gonna get into the fact that the running back market narrative is being lavished for the purposes to say that the face. I mean, but if it comes to like the Chandler Jones contract, I mean, they get like overpaid. But what I just see a little bit about Chandler Jones, because he knows it about what happened over last year, because he's getting like it back to fundamentals, getting off the blocks. It is about the steady improvement, and I think that they're gonna be like more structured about with Colton Miller, AJ Cole. I mean, it could happen like this one. It could happen because it is interesting about, because there's no hesitation. There's no hesitation at all. I mean, if they really kind of improve it about the contract of Chandler Jones, I know that it was like overpaid for like this one. But if I were to see for like a for the training camp to say, like to say that he was very disruptive, like in the presence. If there what it could happen on the mentality, they will be fine. I mean, this could be like a lot of to improvement right now because when they just have like a misstep, because they have no issues to giving like Chandler Jones 32 millions because it's not going to arrive it until the season opening. Because that's what they say to me because they have to say to everybody because he had the best season, but I mean they're all ready to get it about it. You get the big chunk of money guarantee that they can take it away for there was a mistake at the signing. Because if they made like a mistake signing Chandler Jones, it doesn't matter because they have it a guarantee.
That's true.
Yeah, the other thing I was gonna say is like Chandler Jones is like top 9 paid. He's not like top 2. Like Max is second, and I can't remember who's first, but I think it's Nick Bosa or somebody. But anyway, the point is he's only like just in the bottom end of the top 10 of paid defensive ends, and for 10 years of production, that to me is about right. Like for example, Max is getting like 28 million. Chandler's getting 14 and a half that, so that's about right, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. If he's getting half of what Max is getting, then that's a fair deal, especially if we can have a bounce back year.
Yeah, he definitely. Like I said, I think he's going to bounce back. I really do.
Yeah, I've been thinking that, especially the way he's slimmed down. He's lost like probably like the body fat gain, but still maintained like the muscle density or whatever. So he's gone probably faster, but just as strong. I'm guessing that's the kind of like weight training, whatever he's trying to do, is where he might lose like a couple pounds in body mass, but he's not really going to lose any muscle, which will make him faster. Same thing Jacobs did when Way ran a bit faster last year.
Yeah, I'm trying to look up something.
Because I'm just looking at Spot Track right now. And yeah, the highest paid is Myles Garrett, and then Max Crosby second highest paid. So I mean, the only guys below Chandler right now, what I could argue is Cameron Hayward. He's getting about the same as Chandler. But most of the other ones below him, like I wouldn't say that they has probably done as much production as Chandler, to be honest. And that's gone off a Spot Track's contract. So
I think, and also I think it also goes with his line, like going back to the defensive tackles. I think it all is predicated on how the defensive tackles are going to run and how they're going to, you know what I'm saying, do what they got to do. Is
I agree. You need kind of like because when you have a D tackle that can get some push, you're not going to get double teamed as much.
Because there was times where I saw it on our line where our defensive tackles would come in, you know what I'm saying? They would come in and then the quarterback would step up, but then the defensive tackle wasn't even there to, the defensive ends would come around, but then the quarterback would step up and then there was nobody in the middle to push him. So he was just like sitting in a circle, like, okay, the defensive ends are behind me like this. Okay, I can still throw the ball. And it's like,
yeah, that's what you see time and time again with guys like Patrick Mahomes, like, and even Herbert as well when he steps up. It's the same story. Like we've had that problem now for years where our tackles cannot get that push or they'll over pursue, and then the quarterback will just step up the middle and throw the ball over the middle or to like in 9 times out of 10 when Mahomes does that, it's straight to Kelsey. Like, yeah. And that's why I feel like the D tackle and then also middle linebacker has been an issue for God knows how long, because they step up, avoid the D tackle, and then throw it to like whoever they think is like the weakest linebacker we got.
Yeah.
Like Tony, in that direction.
Tony, check your IG. I was like, I know I sent it to you.
That's why I was happy with the Byron Young signing, but hopefully he can be healthy by week 1.
Yeah, I was bummed out when I heard.
Yeah, same.
That because I was like, man, I thought that he was going to be like a a vital piece to, you know what I'm saying, that pass rush up the middle. I was looking at Neil Farrell, you know what I'm saying, being that anchor, you know what I'm saying, falling into that anchor, actually being that big body, you know what I'm saying, kind of like our nose, and then having, you know, Byron Young kind of be more of that pass rush defensive tackle that we needed. So I was really hopeful that was going to pan out. Now it's still, you know, jury's still out. I don't think there was a report that said that they will be out, you know what I'm saying, too long, but obviously they're on the list for something.
Yeah, exactly. The thing is, yeah, I had Byron Young in my NASCAR package, which would be like, you know, Chandler, Wilson, Young, and Max, because you can put Wilson inside too.
And they're babysitting him too.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know, so that could be, I don't know how long that's going to end up being, but they're even babysitting, you know, and they should. He's our number one pick, but you know, I also at the same time would love for these guys to be on the field.
Good thing is we saw him at training camp though, so how much he's going to do at training camp remains to be seen.
Yeah.
So hopefully he's still getting some reps, even if it's like, even if they redshirt him a little bit and not, you know, he can't be touched, like they just do light reps or whatever, just to get him acclimated to the system a little bit.
Are you talking about for
Wilson? Yeah.
For Will, yeah, that's going to be interesting to have a red shirt on
on defensive end, yeah.
Defensive end. That would be. I would have to take a video of that just to, like, if I was at training camp to see him, like, oh, he's red. Oh,
it's like, oh shit, they're nursing it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't blame him if they did it. Because like,
what can they do? Like, what can you really? That I would love to see that, because that's interesting. Because defensive tackle or defensive end, that's a really violent. Not saying the other positions are not violent, but defensive end and defensive tackle, I think those are probably one of the most violent, like, combat.
Yeah, it is on the defensive side of the ball, for sure. Because I mean, like, you're the ones that had to tackle first.
Yeah,
like, you're the first tackles.
You can kind of get away with it, you know what I'm saying, if you were like a corner, if you were a safety, or, you know what I'm saying, but like,
yeah,
you
even a linebacker, really, like,
yeah,
linebackers
like,
kind of got
hands on.
Yeah.
So that would be interesting. So I don't know how they'll, and again, we all hope, but you know, I hope
unless they do kind of like a shadow boxing version of training him to work his hands and stuff, like get him to work his hands against a bag or something, maybe, or like you know, practicing like the setup, like just getting into his stance and stuff like that.
Yeah,
the line, that kind of stuff, like the light work. I'm guessing that's what they can do, really, because they can't have him, like, you know, trying to tackle people right now with his foot.
I mean, if you look at about the position of the defensive tackle, there's a value position to make it, because if you look at how look at the performance of Quentin Williams, he became like one of the latest pocket scratching defensive tackle at a big time extension. I mean, if you look at it for the Raiders of defensive tackle, when was the last time that you saw like the Raiders had plots of many real value for the defensive tackle spot? Because the closer had to go for these days of picking through for the free agent scrap head, they didn't go for the off season. They just looked like Bill Nichols and Jerry Terry. 5 of those defensive tackles will either have to receive like a big new deals or get up selected for the first round. But anyone can remember about the last time you spent a first round pick on a defensive tackle. That's been like the 26 years. But it comes in 1997, and for then 2023 they just select another one. But that means that But that means if Edos dominate the tackles, they're making like a big difference and a big play for the defense because we're not sure what we need to convince the Raiders with the rest of the link station right now, but they already figured it out. They already figured it out for the position of the defensive tackle. I mean, if you look at the history about Richard Slike, he was like the tallest NFL in the history. He was weighing like a 300 pounds, and he played 8 games because Richard Sling was a real beast when it comes to defensive tackle.
Yeah, that defensive tackle room needs to improve in that defensive tackle.
Sorry, Tom, just to like add to what you're saying. Like, I'm just looking at some team stats here. We're tied like 19th in like rushing yards given up per game, which that definitely shows you have a weakness at D tackle, in my opinion.
You said we're 19th in what?
In giving up rush yards per game last year.
Yeah.
So that shows you have a D tackle problem, big time. Because your D tackle should really be the one to get to. If you're going to make a play in the backfield, it's usually going to be your D tackle getting to running back most of the time.
Yeah, definitely. I have a special guest coming in, man. I'm so excited that he's here. He has a. I feel like I should be saying he's a celebrity, as much as he rubs shoulders with the most polarizing people within the sports arena. I love going to IG, trying to figure out where he's at next, and who he's talking to. And I'm happy to have him on here. He's doing big things, and I'm happy to see that he's doing these great and amazing things. And I know there's more to come. Ladies and gentlemen, truly Tony Bang.
Yo,
man, don't do that, man. Don't do that, man. That was too much, man. Celebrity. That's funny. Rafa, what's up, my man?
I'm very good.
What's up, Port? What's up, baby boy?
What's up, buddy?
All right. Sound you guys were talking about the defense earlier.
Yeah. Talking about defensive tackle, particularly in defensive end.
Okay. Are we talking about likes, dislikes?
We're just talking about the injury concerns with guys like Young and Wilson.
Yeah. On a very, very sneak like, I think they have been doing a great job with getting depth over the off season up to now. I think one of the big issues that we don't talk about a lot with the defense was that being on the field a lot and having a lot of injuries. There just wasn't enough talented bodies out there to be able to hang for 4 quarters with some of the best as we played down the stretch to some degree. So one of the things that I felt like would be important for them to address, that you don't hear casually, I would say, it was the depth. And so I think quietly the Raiders have been getting their depth together.
I agree with that. I've spoken that with Dustin from the Death Star Report a few times. We talked about like the fact that, because people have been complaining, we haven't signed nobody, we haven't done this, we haven't done that, but they've been signing a lot of depth. So I totally agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry about that, but I right now I'm gonna jump off because right now on this Friday I had to go to sleep and I'm getting well. But I just wanted to say, Raider Twuan, the king of the brown crackers, congratulations on your first life, and of course there is a lot of things to make it happen, and of course much love, respect, and blessings to you, Raider Twuan. Also shout out to the panel, of course, with Aussie Raider, my great friend Don Under, truly Tony, and of course, because we have different opinions about what's going on for the Raiders. You can love it or you can hate it. We are fans. We are fans that we know about the football. We are fans that we know about for the football and the Raiders. And of course, I gotta tell you this, folks. I'm representing from Venezuela, and this motherfucking person right here, Rafael Chassin, he doesn't give up. So salute to Raider Twuan, Aussie, truly Tony. So I'm out. Peace out. Much love and respect.
All right. Thank you so much, Rob.
Raiders Legion. Yes, I'll be at the weigh-in tomorrow. I definitely will be there. I will be in attendance. I still got my band on.
I was gonna ask you about that because one of the boxers actually has my last name, so I was gonna ask you what you think about that Crawford and Spence matchup. I'm not gonna say you need. If you want to predict, you can predict, but you.
I don't mind sharing my prediction because not only will I tell you exactly, what I think, and then tell you why I'm going with this particular person. I'm not only just saying it; I'm actually putting my money where my mouth is. So I gotta jump on. I was gonna actually do a plug, but I guess they're gonna have to pay us for that one. But I will jump on my wagering account. I'll put it that way, and put my money where my mouth is. So yes, there's a lot of 50-50 aspects about this fight when it comes to what both of them bring to the table. So yeah, then you start to break it down some more, and you say, okay, well, if skill for skill, each one of them brings something to the table that can offset or dominate at times, but they each can they each can have those kind of moments in the fight. Okay, well then what does it come down to? Okay, who's been tested? And when you compare the resumes, at least at welterweight, even with the common opponents, with Crawford fighting a lot of those guys after Errol Spence either broke their orbital bones or sent them to a mental health retreat, which actually happened. Look that up for Danny Garcia. So and after Errol fights a lot of these guys, they're different, and somebody that's flipped over 177 times in a sports car, he didn't flip over 100 and whatever. Sometimes I say, don't quote me on that. I'm just saying that was a horrifying experience. And to go ahead and fight Danny Garcia without a tune-up, you know what I mean, and then come back from his own eye injury, and then don't take a tune-up and fight Ugas and go take his strap. That's just different. It's just something different about his path than Crawford, and with the way his power carries, even to the later rounds, we have yet to see Crawford in a situation where he is being, constantly tested by and pressured by somebody with this skill set. So, short story long, I am taking Spence in this fight, and I'm also taking Spence by late stoppage. Where I'm putting my money is on the 9th round for a 9th round stoppage.
Okay. And you know what? I'm not really into, I'm not really too much versed in boxing. So just hearing that and just hearing people's views on this fight, a lot of people that I've talked to about it, a lot of them, they say it's 50-50. It could go literally go either way. And they're saying that, like you said, it might just have to be a later round situation. You know what I'm saying?
But what's not 50-50 is their resume. That's what's not 50-50. Their pathway isn't 50-50. The skill set is 50-50, but the path isn't 50-50. And skill isn't enough. Talent isn't enough in this sport. You know, you gotta have that, and you gotta be different. You know what I mean? You gotta be different to be special. And this is one of those fights where whoever wins is gonna have to be special.
Got it. So back. Well, can you while you're talking about your coverage and stuff like that? What have you been covering lately? That you would like to share?
I guess I'll go maybe back about a week. So I've had the pleasure of covering, and believe it or not, it's actually a fun sport. Slam ball. I covered some slam ball, and that was fun. In fact, I need to find some time to get back through there. That was fun thing to watch. I also am diversifying. I covered the Stellar Gospel Awards, that's like the Emmys of gospel music. Like, yeah, it's a pretty big deal. From there, I covered the WNBA All-Star Game, Pac-12 Media Day, which was great, and that's going to be relevant in this conversation. And I promise everybody I'll shift back to football. But yeah, Pac-12, and this week is fight week. So it's huge. Even Top Rank has a fight happening at the Palms on tomorrow, which is got some good prospects on the undercard, but neither here nor there. But I've been very busy. I've been very blessed, and you know, I'm just moving how I'm accordingly. That's all I'm doing. I'm moving accordingly, and things are working out.
Good. I know you hit me up behind the scenes about something that we touching and agreeing on. So we'll see how that comes together. And again, like I said, I'm excited for all that's coming your way. Because again, I see the work you put in, and those that, you know, again, those that put in the work, you know what I'm saying, they deserve to eat. So
well, you know, this is what I do hope for anybody that's doing anything that they love doing. You know, doing this, the thing that's still just completely like it doesn't make any sense is the part where when it feels you're just doing it like breathing. It's just air. It's effortless. Mm-hmm. Even when you have to do something on the fly, you just make a move and me, I like to kind of like really visualize, and we're gonna get to that too. We're gonna get to that, Raider Legions. Visualize, you know, what I'm doing and how I'm gonna accomplish whatever that is. And so when something changes or whatever, because I'm an overthinker just by nature. So I've like thought of a scenario that could go somewhat that way, and I just find a way to get in. But the challenge is the part that's fun is the challenge of connecting with that person that you're interviewing, you know, and learning how to use that to really get the person vulnerable enough to give you answers that are, you know, beyond the PC, you know what I'm saying, or beyond the, you know, okay, we're kind of getting to know each other. I'm not gonna divulge in too much, you know what I mean? But you start to like when you ask a question, you're not really asking a question for the answer. You're actually asking a question to get to know them more, because the questions should really open them up. And what you're looking for is things that you have in common, whether their answer has an experience that you can relate to, you know what I'm saying, or something that you agree on, you know, and you start from there and you start to build that bond. But that's the game. That's the game I love playing about all of it. All the interviews is learning, is figuring out a way to connect. and then once you're connected, then you're pulling out your phone, and now you're networking, and now you have a contact that's on the inside or what have you, or in the hierarchy of the front office or something like that, and you made a good network contact, and that's worth a lot of money if that connection turns out to be the right one for you and profitable at the same time. This is some good yeah.
Ozzy, did you follow UFC and all that stuff and boxing?
Yeah, absolutely. I am not on the level as my good friend and co-founder, my little brother Kay Morehouse, but I'm not completely lost in the conversation.
Oh no, Ozzy, did you
I watched some matches because I have like Foxtel and stuff, so I watched some matches, and I kind of watched some of the Twua matches. The guy from Australia in the heavyweight division. I watched matches in UFC, but I haven't followed it probably as closely as you have, though. But I've been thinking about getting back into it because I used to really get into that Ultimate Fighter a couple of years ago when I first started. So I've been thinking about getting back into it.
Twuan, if you can get Cade on here, man, like this is up his alley. If you wanted to take a minute to get somebody with a proper evaluation and more, he can tell you, because Gaethje is he's like, I don't know, like Dr. King to him, how Dr. King is to us. It's like, oh no, I kid, but he knows Gaethje the way, I know Jordan or something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I never, like I said, I never really got into that. I was more, like I would say the more traditional, the football, baseball, basketball.
You know what it is? You don't live close to people like me to have fight parties.
Yeah, probably what it is.
Because I have turned casuals into fans, all because of some ribs, some beer. You know what I mean? And good people watching some violence.
Yeah.
The other thing sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say the other thing I used to watch, but they banned it now, was when they had that K19 boxing and stuff.
Oh, yeah. That's banned now?
I think so. Here it is. Because I don't know what happened to it. Like, it seems like they banned or something. I don't know if it was too violent.
Or maybe they got absorbed by a bigger company that just
maybe
bought them out and then took their talent.
I did get told by a Swiss guy who came over from Switzerland that they still do it in some places, but it's just not as big as it used to be.
No. This is gonna be good fight. I know y'all got the fire sticks, but just a good time to just throw a good old fashioned fight party with your peoples. You know what I mean? Just go buy it. You know what I mean? That way you don't have to worry about switching to any other feeds and things like that, links and things like that. Man, go check this fight out. Man,
there's a whole bunch of ways to get it, man.
And even the co-main event, with Isaac Cruz, and Alejandro Santiago, man, that's going to be, a great fight. Alejandro Santiago, he's a boxer. He's not really a big puncher. Matter of fact, he hasn't had a knockout since 2019, but he has won 4 out of his last 5 by unanimous decision. So the boy can box. But Pitbull Cruz, he's different. He fights like that's how he used to really eat when he was a kid. Like that man is wired different. So in some respect, almost reminds me of Marquez in some ways. So, but that's going to be entertaining. Like I said, man, I promise you, I do not work for Showtime or PBC or whatever, regardless of how many times you've seen me hang out with Steven Espinoza. But but no, but dead serious. The things that might have turned some people off about this sport, you've missed a lot lately. But if there was ever going to be a fight that's going to rekindle that magic, this would be.
And the fight's on this Saturday, US time.
Oh, I think it is earlier than people think. I have Gaethje by knockout.
I'm saying like the fight starting at like Saturday in the US. Because I'm in Australia, so I'm about 18 hours.
It starts at 5 Pacific.
5 Pacific. Okay.
And then the boxing card starts at 6. And there's 3 undercards.
Is ESPN covering
one, huh?
Is ESPN covering the fight?
Is who?
ESPN, are they covering the fight? Or
no, I think they're both pay-per-view.
Oh, okay, yeah, probably have to pay for my phone.
Yeah, they're both pay-per-view. So, and so I know what I've been told is that Dana's main event will happen before the main event for Crawford and Spence.
Okay.
Oh shoot! Okay, Raider Allegiance. Hey, I'm gonna have to pull up somehow. I'm gonna have to pull up on you somehow, or something like that. But that night, fight party that night. We'll work, man. DM me or something like that. We'll work that out on my Instagram. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. As long as nobody bring potato salad with raisins in it, we good.
Yeah, right.
We're good.
Right. Hey, you guys, I'm about to slowly close this thing down. We almost about 15 minutes away from 3 hours, so I wasn't even expecting.
Woo. This is like a Lord of the Rings movie.
Yeah, for my first official live to be here for about close to 3 hours, man.
Oh, wait! I'm on episode 1.
You on episode 1, man?
That is a trivia question. One of these days, that's gonna win you a T-shirt. I'm telling you, I better remember this.
Right. I want to, you guys, and this is what I'm going to do every time I go. Well, not every time I go live, but a good majority of the time I go live is I'm going to ask you guys, what is your good word? You know what I'm saying? And a good word is, it could be a word. You know what I'm saying? Love can be a good word. It could be a phrase, or if you just have something positive that you want to release out in the atmosphere. This is how you will be closing out our show. Also, you will be after you say your good word, you can plug whatever channel or whatever platform you have. But we'll be closing out with a good word. I will actually start with Ozzy, since you were here first. Ozzy, do you have a good word?
Yeah, I'd say my good word would be resilience. Because like it's a word that it's used a lot in mental health. Is the word resilience. Like getting people to learn resilience to help with their disorders and that, to become more resilient against mental trauma or physical trauma. So my good word would be resilience. That'll be my word for today.
Okay, thanks. Someone might really need that, and you know what I'm saying, that's the reason why I want to give somebody a good word, because they might need to be whatever they're going through in their life, there might be a call for them to be resilient. So thank you, Ozzy. Ozzy, is there anything that you want to plug, your channel, or
sorry, man. Yeah. So you can find me Port Adelaide Raider on YouTube. You can also find me at Port_Adelaide_Raider_Aussie on IG, and also Port Adelaide Raider now on TikTok and Twitter.
Awesome. Thank you, Ozzy.
I'll just say goodbye to you guys. I gotta start getting ready for work as well. So it was good to see you on screen, Tony.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man.
I-
Man. Nice to
Just
meet
actually
you, brother.
one question before I go, because I know she got the Gators have. I mean the Florida is no,
And,
sorry,
no, this
the
is actually Junior Bishop Gorman, the Gales. That's my son's football team.
oh, okay. I thought maybe it was the college team.
I'm also next week gonna start coaching the defensive backs.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
No, I thought it might have been for the college team, so I was going to ask you what your thoughts were on Zeus.
Right now for college, man, I'm for the streets right now.
Okay, fair enough. No worries, brother. No worries. Have a good night, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, ciao.
Tony, my man, what's your good word?
It's a phrase. I'm gonna say, fear isn't real. Stop wasting time. A lot of us are putting way too much respect on what could go wrong, and not as much, and you don't put the same energy at what can go right. A lot of people are sitting on some ideas or sitting on something that could change the game, and whether it was they spoke it to somebody who they trust, but has some insecurities about themselves, and put those thoughts on you, and you believed it, and you haven't pursued that thing since, or you're just half-assed pursuing it. And I'm living proof that if it's for you, it's for you, and all you got to do is just stay prayerful, and your steps will be ordered. You're going to move how you're supposed to move without even knowing that that's what you're doing, until you realize it well after. And again, so stop wasting time. Like you don't have the luxury of just sitting around waiting for things to happen. You know what I mean? We don't know when our clock expires. So stop wasting time and just go do that.
Thank you, Tony. Hey, look, we all need that. I think there's always a moment, even with those that are busy and doing other things, that sometimes we're a little lackadaisical, or we procrastinate on certain things. And it's like, look, they say what the early bird gets the worm, and that's kind of the same thing. It's like you got to get up and go get it. You know what I'm saying? So
I like Mike Tyson's definition of discipline. He said, definition of discipline is doing something that you hate and you do it like you love it.
Yeah. So Tony, do you have anything that you want to plug, any of your connections or anything?
Yeah. I'm on LinkedIn, Anthony Morrow, for those business professionals and those who seek to be intertwined with people that are in the field that'll help you upgrade. Yes, I'm plugging LinkedIn. I do think that anybody that's working on something, it's worth having it. It's if I to put it in layman's terms, it's social media, but it's for working professionals, and you get to really control your circle and your connections, and I can attest that I've gotten some opportunities from LinkedIn. So LinkedIn, Anthony Morrow. Also my IG, I have two of them. ITZ, always Tony. It's always Tony. ITZ, always Tony. That's my IG. The other IG is The Real Combat Lounge. Check that out. That's where you can get all your news and updates about boxing, MMA, bare knuckle fighting. If you're somebody's getting their ass kicked, we're on it. And also my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to the Combat Lounge. That's the YouTube channel. There's more in-depth boots to the ground interviews and footage, as well as interviews on that channel. And then lastly, not quite lastly, but lastly, most important is my Las Vegas Aces Live channel. Just started that channel. I do cover Las Vegas Aces. So if you like hoop just in general, no matter the gender, jump on that. I'm gonna keep you up on some of the latest and greatest as I get it. It is a work in progress, but work with me, I'll work with you. And and Twitter, it's always only Tony and also the Combat Lounge. So it's pretty much simple as that. I got a lot going on.
Hey, that's good, man. Like you said, you got to get busy, got to get active. I want you guys, those that are in the chat and those that watch the replay, this is Ask Twuan. This is another part of my channel that I will be releasing. Also, this is for you in the chat. I actually will go back and watch the videos, and what you do is you submit your Raiders or life-related questions in the chat with hashtag, all caps, hashtag Ask Twuan. And then what I'll do is if you have a good question, what I will do is I will do a personal video that I will release on my channel regarding the question you asked. So it could be, again, something about the Raiders, or if there's something that you want a second opinion on, or, hey, what is your perspective on females, or what is your perspective on, whatever it is, life related, I will do a video. If it's a good question, I will do a video specifically answering that question. And again, the only way that it will be submitted or it be entered for a chance to be a video is if you type in the question and then put hashtag Ask Twuan. So please do that. You can do that on the replay. You can do that, right now while we're live. And then I'll get back to it when I do and select the questions. It could be more if there's 5 questions on one live and they're all good 5 questions, I might shoot 5 videos at you. So just be ready for that. But make sure you put Ask Twuan in the chat. Also, you guys, thank you guys for being here. All the people that came on panel, all that came on the show, all those that are in the chat that came in, whether you came in for, the whole time, or, you only just popped in for a minute. Your time is definitely appreciated. I will try to do my best to return the love that I received within the chat back to you through content. And again, just being me. And I hope that you guys allow me to continue to be me and love me for me as I continue to love you for who you are. The good word that I have for you, and I'll always end my show with this, is you're a blessing. Be a blessing to someone else. You're a blessing. Be a blessing to someone else. You may not feel like you're appreciated. You may not feel like you're valued, but I'm telling you right now, because you're breathing, because you can inhale and exhale, you are a blessing. And if you can, be a blessing to someone else. If you need prayer for you and your family members, hit me up on IG at TwuanTwuan, TWUAN. Again, your business is between me, you, and the Lord. I will be praying for whatever your situation that comes my way. So hit me up on IG. And also, if you just need someone to talk to, hit me up on IG and we can connect. The information down on the bottom is streaming there because that's a reality. Be a donor, be an organ donor. That's what I mean. Be an organ donor. And if you want to be an organ donor, the information is going to be in the detail section, the description section of every video that I release. And then also when we're live, you can also type in not hashtag, exclamation point DON, and then it'll send you a link to be to sign up to be a donor upon death. So when you die, you'll have paperwork that allows your organs to go to those people that are in need. And there's a few people that I know, including myself, that are in need of organs within the nation. So if you want to be a blessing, again, be a blessing to someone else by being a donor. You got anything else, Tony?
You gonna kill, man? I'll kill the mood now.
Well,
how do I follow that, man? How do I follow that, man?
Hey, I'll say it like this, man. As we close out, again, I thank everybody for being here. If you catch the replay, say, hey, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Show me some love. Watch the video, please. If you guys have not, push the like button. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. And click the notification bell, because again, I will be going live at random. So if you don't want to miss when I go live, definitely hit that notification bell. I'm gonna close out the saying again: you're a blessing. Be a blessing to someone else. Have a good night, and let's go, Raiders.
What up, low? but I'm